What? God damn it.
What?
Mom just called me.
Mom called you?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Now I have to call.
Yeah? Yeah, I guess you do. Oh, there we go. Now I sound much better. Huh?
It's ice mamela. It's,
Her?
no, French, Latin.
Oh,
Italian. It's Italian.
gotcha. Well, we're live.
We are?
Yeah.
Oh, hi.
Hi.
How are you? Welcome back, everybody, to the podcast.
This is...
Episode 8.
No, this is 9.
This is episode 9?
Yes.
Oh, wait, we skipped it. We skipped an episode. Hey, Mom, what's up?
That's good. It's my birthday, everybody. Happy birthday to me.
I
Woo!
don't think so, but you can, just don't touch the tray. You can grab everything.
We're in the middle of a podcast.
Okay, there's, the glass, fancy thing with, flowers.
Jesus.
The glass fancy thing with
This
flowers.
guy. Fucking rude.
Okay, there's some, what you want is in there.
Oh, my God.
Okay. All right, love you. I'm listening. Oh, yeah, I'm waiting on it. 2 hours. It's
2 hours.
This is my second hour waiting. I'm just waiting for her to text.
Yep.
Yeah, but I have it, so if... Yes. Yes. Okay, love you. Bye.
Jesus, did you get it all figured out?
I think I did, yeah.
I fucking hope so.
Sorry, it's hard being the dependable one.
It's okay. You get to talk to them and apologize now because I have to grab my phone charger.
Call. You know how it is. You know how whenever you go to pick up your phone and you look down and you're like, oh, I have a missed call from my mother. I didn't know that I was accepting death today. So that's pretty much what happened. So I had to call right back. Because if, 74 missed calls from my dad, it's cool. Call him right back. Oh, sorry, but dialed you 74 times. But Mom calls me once, missed call, life's over. Life is over. Missed call from my mom. Am I missed?
I have missed calls from everybody literally all the time.
Yeah, but just I think everybody has that in them. Don't ever miss a call from your mom.
Yeah, probably. We text. Me and Mom text. We don't call each other like that, I don't think. Yeah.
Well, yeah, but that's because you're more of an adult than I am, I guess.
No, I'm just always at work, so I can't really take phone calls.
Right. I think that's what I meant.
Yeah, I'm quite.
I don't have a job.
Quite
so
literally.
She can call me. I'm never going to be doing anything too important.
Yeah, quite literally. This is episode 9, by the way.
It is.
Yes. This is 9.
Okay. Because we're skipping the. What do you call it? The video, and we're gonna do the next. I got you.
Sure. They won't know that, but it doesn't matter. All that matters is we have it covered.
It'll be new for you.
It'll be new for you. Yeah, I mean, you laugh now, but yeah. I had a couple things to talk about.
I mean, I think we should jump head first with that dope-ass new lightsaber.
Oh, yeah. Well, is it dope, though?
See, that's the thing. Now, we had talked about this with Keisha.
And I'm really shitty because this episode isn't going to be until next Friday.
Right. Oh, right. Yeah.
Yeah. So
okay.
it will be. It'll look like we're late, but we're actually recording this a week.
The day after they announced that we are recording.
So yeah. It's just how our schedule is.
I got you. I think it's the start to something amazing.
Do you think so?
Have you seen the video for it?
Yeah, sick as fuck.
It's so dope. It's what I've waited for since I was a kid.
Well, and I like how they explained in the patent how the technology worked, and it was basically just. I'm pretty sure it was just an inside-out tape measurer.
Yeah.
Because when you look at it, it's. I don't know. It just goes up.
There's a few things that I'm worried about. Mostly, it's the whole point of a lightsaber is I can beat you with it. Can I beat you with this lightsaber? Can I hit you with it?
Can you actually use it in hand-to-hand combat?
Exactly.
Well, you also have to remember they filed a patent for a toy. So I'm assuming it would have to be fully functioning.
Yeah.
I mean, they know people are going to hit people with it, right?
Mm-hmm.
They would have to know.
What's the What's the blade made out of?
I don't know.
Mm.
They haven't gone into detail on that.
It's supposed to be revealed, right? When's that coming out?
Whenever that reveal comes out,
It was Galactic something.
it was like the Super Galactic Star Destroyer or something weird. I don't know. It's a Disney hotel.
Yeah.
Is that the only way you can get the lightsabers?
No, it was revealing the lightsabers.
Them announcing the hotel and then revealing the
Exactly,
lightsaber.
yeah.
Okay. Well, that's pretty silly.
Just a tad. I think it's how else are they going to announce the lightsaber? It's a toy. What are they going to be like? Look, it's a lightsaber. Ta-da! No, they have to encompass it with something that is at least going to draw attention.
I mean, yeah.
Because they make like Jedi robes and everything, like all the people the cosplayers make. They just sell those at Disneyland now.
Yeah.
In the Galaxy's Edge.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. So I just obviously those sell well, but I think they're just capitalizing on this a little bit more.
That's what it seems like to me, because like I said, I remember them filing for the patent like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
So I don't know how filing a patent works, but I'm assuming you already have like a base, like functioning product.
They had a prototype, yeah.
Yeah.
When they patented
So that
it.
means some motherfucker 2 years ago was like, guys, look, and then just changed their lives, and then they were like, okay.
Imagine being the dude who thought about that, like made it.
Imagine, yeah. I guarantee the only reason the fucking whole tape measure thing was even mentioned was because one of them was playing with the tape measurer.
And he was like, bro.
And he was like, wait a second. I can pull it out, but it makes itself go back in. What if we can get it to do both?
But the light bulb went off and he was never the same.
And he was never the same. And he's the guy that invented the fully functioning
laser sword.
Artificially digitized laser sword? I mean, I don't know.
I don't think that's right. No.
I mean, it's not an actual laser sword. It's still a toy that can't cut through anything.
Yet. Soon trademarked.
I mean,
that's what
until
people don't understand is this is the first step. Like, now that we have a way to do it in a toy, now we just need to minimize the technology.
Can you do me a huge favor?
Sure.
I keep hearing some audio issues.
Uh-huh.
Do you keep hearing that?
No. Is it when I did this? Like whenever I'm doing.
Do me a favor. Push your thing all the way in. Make sure it's good.
It's good.
Okay. And then I want you to grab your headphone jack.
Mm-hmm.
Doing some audio technical difficulties here, ladies and gentlemen. I want you to, make sure those are all the way in. Oh, careful with those. Very careful with those.
I think we're good.
Think we're good?
I think we're okay.
Okay. It was very... I didn't...
I'll stop fucking with it. It's okay.
No, it kept, like... I kept hearing ticks in my... I couldn't tell if it's my actual headphones or if it's the audio cutting. But either way, I'm getting new fucking microphones, so I'm over it. Little do people know.
So I think this is just a stepping stone.
Okay.
Obviously, we needed to figure out how to do it on the large scale, which I think is what we did with the toy. And then once we figured out how to do it, then it'll be super easy to put into like a lightsaber.
How would that be super easy? To put into a real lightsaber when it's just a toy?
That's what I was saying is once they know how to do it, you'll have a bunch of people who will then take that idea and completely adapt it. So you had this one guy come up with this idea, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you have like 30 other people. I'll call them scientists. They're not literally scientists. They're engineers. But you have like 30 engineers come into a room staring at this patent who hadn't thought about it like that before. So now they have a completely new way to look at it. And they're like, oh, so if I can do this, that means I can combine this with this, and then I can make it even better. And now that they have a base to make it like look and feel like a real lightsaber, now you have a bunch of people staring at a real lightsaber trying to make it even more real.
So you're saying it's just like just opening the door?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, okay.
We just put our foot in the door.
Well, yeah. I mean, you could have said that 10 years ago when they had the fucking stupid fat glow ones. But those were just like fancy flashlights.
This is the next step. We saw the door with the lightsabers we've had. We saw the door. We were like, okay, cool. It's been locked, and it's still locked.
Right.
And now we're like, holy shit, we found the key. We can open the door.
Word.
And now we got our foot in the door.
Okay. Well, speaking of Disney and Star Wars, for that matter. Oh boy, hold on. What's the company that makes Fallen Order?
It's Respawn and EA.
Respawn and EA.
Respawn
okay. Either
is
way,
the developer and EA is the publisher.
Okay. Either way, I was just talking Fallen Order too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, a Jedi Fallen Order too, for
Yeah.
those who are uncultured.
Yeah. Sorry, my bad.
Uninitiated.
Oh, there you go. Okay, but what were the other games announced along with that?
They didn't announce anything. They just said they are working on multiple, which usually entails more than 3 Star Wars projects. And I know for a fact 2 of them are Jedi Fallen Order 2, or whatever it's going to be called, and the Knights of the Old Republic remake. I don't know if it's EA, but as of right now, EA holds the publishing rights to Star Wars. So they have exclusive rights to releasing a Star Wars game. So
EA,
I assume it
like
has
EA specifically.
Yeah,
Okay.
they're the only people. They're the only people who can release a Star Wars game. So I know that it's more than likely going to be under EA, but I heard that BioWare is supposed to be working on the remaster.
BioWare as
is the original creators of Knights of the Old Republic.
Are they still making any other games?
They make Mass Effect.
So not anything anybody cares about?
Mass Effect is the only game to still adhere to the Knights of the Old Republic game style.
Okay, see right then your audio.
I heard it.
Did you hear that one?
I did hear that, yeah.
Okay. I'm a spaz. But okay, so are we 1 or 2?
It's an AC 130 above, sorry. What? 1 or 2?
Yeah.
Like
Knights of the
KOTOR
Old
1 or 2?
Yeah, KOTOR.
Well, they're both made by the same people.
I know, but which one are they looking into?
No, number 1.
Number 1.
Number 2 was technically never completed. They ran out of money.
Then why release it? It was still a long game.
Yeah, because they got to the very end and they were going to do the very ending cutscene, and they didn't have the money to finish it, so it like cuts to black. But like the whole game is there,
except
the very end.
That sounds lazy.
It's not.
You couldn't have moved. You couldn't have finagled the money. Moved it somewhere.
It's a 76-hour game, and there's 20 minutes that's not in it.
That's okay. That's a lot.
It is, but 76 hours.
And they put way more time into making it, and you're telling me they couldn't have been like, hey.
Did
they not know they were going to run out of money?
No. The developer of the game, they had more. They took it away from them. The developer of the game, which was BioWare.
I think you just said that. Yeah.
I couldn't remember if the BioWare is the developer or the publisher, because developers make the game, publishers put it on platforms.
Yeah.
So I don't remember who else did it with BioWare, but whoever they did it with said you can't, you got to get it out early. You wanted 4 years, and we're giving you 3.5. And they were like, okay, but that half, we gave ourselves 4 years because we needed 4 years. And they were like, fuck you, too bad.
Well, and for the people who don't know, the crazy part about that is you would think they would put so much into a game like that, because at the time people weren't releasing games like that. Not to mention that was on a console.
Yeah, and even back then, all the Xbox games were exclusive to Xbox. Sorry, all the Star Wars games were exclusive to Xbox, like Star Wars Jedi Outcast, Jedi Academy, Starfighter, Republic Commandos, Knights of the Old Republic 1 and 2. They were all Xbox exclusive. And Lucasfilm was what people like to call the golden age of Star Wars games.
Yeah.
Because it was just hit after hit after hit after hit. And train of thought. What did you say?
I was talking about you think they would make more time.
Yeah.
Or you
okay.
think they would take more time making a game like that? Because at the time, those consoles, PS3 and Xbox 360, and even the original Xbox.
All the games I'm talking about were original Xbox, not 360.
Okay, well, my point is, I remember when Xbox came out, dude, like pushing limits as far as consoles go.
100%.
So you think they would have capitalized on that instead of letting the budget run out and going, okay, well, I guess we still have to release it.
Ironically, it's been a problem that a lot of developers have, publishers push developers to the edge.
Yeah.
There's a lot of games that have been released early. Like, I think you've heard of the drama with No Man's Sky.
Keep talking. Yeah.
No Man's Sky got released early, and the main problem with it was the whole point of the game, and I don't know if you know, but No Man's Sky is a astronaut game. And you're supposed to go from planet to planet to planet, terraforming, collecting materials, exploring.
Right.
It's like Star Trek, but not. And in No Man's Sky, it got a lot of shit at launch because you'd get to a planet and it looked like the same planet. Like there wasn't enough variety. It didn't have longevity, which was the entire point of the game.
It's like that scene in Grandma's Boy to where they realized they fucked up and the characters from like levels that are 10 levels apart look the same.
Yeah.
And they're like, let's just render them a different color.
Yep.
Like lazy developing like that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And instead of actually fixing the problem, the entire company went under and they all left.
Jeez.
Now, I believe developers have came back and it has legs again and it's a much, much better game. But in the beginning, it was just a wet fart. And the same thing with EA's game. EA is notorious for releasing wet farts.
Like what?
Well, Star Wars Battlefront 2 was awful at launch. The new one, 2015.
The first one?
Star Wars Battlefront 1 was much better after all the DLC, which was 2015. And then there's the Star Wars Battlefront 2018, which is Star Wars Battlefront 2. And that was awful at launch. And they have made it a beautiful game now. But the problem with developers is if they've gotten into the what's the word? The habit. They've gotten into the habit of releasing an unfinished game and being like, we'll fix it after launch. We'll fix it post-launch. We'll give you a half-finished game and then fix it with updates.
Huh. Yeah, that's
what Cyberpunk did.
That's what Cyberpunk did? Didn't they deliver the updates, though? Even though...
Took 6 months.
That game's rough. I don't know how people ever... that game's hype died so quick because that game I feel like it didn't hold up like it was supposed to.
Oh, Lord, no. I want to say I played through the beginning. I probably gave it about 4 hours worth of playtime. I really sat down and tried to enjoy it.
How'd that go?
I wanted to die. It was awful. It's an awful game. I don't enjoy it. And now for some of my credentials here, I played through Skyrim. I played through Grand Theft Auto, Borderlands, Call of Duty. Like, I played all the mainstream games. I just hated Cyberpunk. Could not get into it. It was not a good game.
That was loud. But, yeah, no, I can't get into games like that. First-person games have to intrigue me. Did you hear that?
I heard that. Cyberpunk seems like it should have been a third-person game.
Really?
It's not.
That's what it seems like to me.
It plays more like a first-person shooter, but...
I feel like it should have been third-person.
Yeah, like GTA is a third-person game, but it has aspects where it's much more fun in first-person. That is so loud.
I know. I'll turn it down now.
Selfies. Do you hear this shit?
Yeah, I am taking selfies.
I just did it again. Did you hear it?
Yeah, I did. I'm really hoping that's the fucking headphones and not the audio, because if that's the audio, I'm going to start cussing. I'm
pretty sure it's the audio because of the split audio adapter.
So you think it's just like the headphones?
It's the sound coming through because the headphones are coming through two different things when it's technically.
You know what? And do you know what's funny? Usually, I don't have two headphones plugged in. That was loud. Holy crap!
Just keeping the viewers on their toes.
Yeah, you better apologize.
That was the guy getting Snapchats.
Hey, I forgot to turn.
Hey, that really nice lady just texted me back.
Really?
Yeah, she did.
Well, we got a little while to go.
I know. It's okay.
Is it okay? It'll be okay. Do not disturb. There we go. Sorry about that. But, okay. So that's where we're at with Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order.
Yeah, it's also sorry. I don't even think we talked about Jedi Fallen Order.
Not very much. No.
Jedi Fallen Order 2 has no.
I was gonna ask: is it gonna have any of the other characters? I mean,
we don't know anything about it. We don't know what it's gonna be called.
So we don't know diddly squat.
We know jack shit.
Okay.
We know it'll be released in 2022, 2023, and that is it.
One of the only good things we have coming out of these games right now is their canon.
Yeah, that's what disappointed me about Mandalorian Season 2.
Well, hold on. They have plenty of time. Let that breathe. We'll circle back to that.
Have you finished Jedi Fallen Order?
Yeah.
Okay, spoiler alert. If you haven't finished the game, hold on. 5.
If you haven't
4,
finished the game, that's
3,
kind of your fault.
2, 1.
Okay.
Spoiler alert ended. Okay. In the very end of Jedi Fallen Order, the whole encompassing story is you have to find this holocron. And the holocron, which is, for people who don't know, it's like a hard drive.
Ancient beings created a device that just so happens to be able to pinpoint people that either will or will not be born and have power. Yeah, what are you talking about?
Holocrons are flash drives for the Jedi.
Okay, but what I'm saying is the only reason that information is on the holocron is from the people that invented the technology to be able to find what was only stored on the holocron.
Right, but
the holocron itself is essentially
only Jedi can open it.
It's
you
a
have
Jedi.
To use the Force.
It's a Jedi hard drive.
Yeah, and it stores information, data, applications,
yeah.
Coordinates. It's just not just specifically that. I was just wanting to make sure people.
Yeah.
understood.
No. Okay. No. Sorry.
You're
sorry.
Right. But at the very end of the game, you get it. You find it, and it has the location of every single Force-sensitive kid. And those are people who can use the Force.
That will or will not be born.
Exactly.
Yeah.
In the entire universe.
They destroy it.
It fucking cuts it in half with the lightsaber right when he gets it. It spent the entire game getting it, and he's like, these kids are, if they're going to be Jedi, they're going to be Jedi. We'll let fate decide.
Yeah. Which is actually really funny considering the one that people that don't know. The person who was after it was Darth Vader and his... Inquisitors basically trying to find it so they could go kill all of them.
Yep.
Some dark shit.
Well, yeah.
I guess it's Darth Vader for you.
Murdering all the Jedi.
He did kill younglings.
He has a thing for killing kids.
He does, yeah. Honey, I killed the younglings. Have you seen that?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, you sent that to me. Okay. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, no, so that's wild. But I hope number 2 picks up a lot later.
Now, have you seen Bad Batch?
No.
Well, that came out yesterday. First episode dropped. It's an hour and 14 minutes.
Is it really?
Yeah, it takes place, when I say literally
Is
right
this
where Clone Wars left off.
Is this the one where we discussed the animation was like...
yeah.
I compared it to Treasure Planet?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it looks like Borderlands type shit. Yeah,
exactly. I honestly, it's really, really good. I really enjoyed it. I don't know where they're going to go with it, but it is supposed to, right whenever Bad Batch ends the first season, Loki comes out.
Okay.
So that's why I'm kind of excited.
So in June?
Yeah.
Gotcha. No shit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited. Speaking of which, Loki, that looks good.
Loki looks fantastic.
This is going to come out next week, but just today they released the they released the release date and then that little teaser. Have you seen that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm just making sure. I didn't know if you'd seen this.
Absolutely fantastic.
Okay, yeah. And then I also saw a guy that pointed out that every Marvel trailer we've gotten in like the last 5 years has been a lie. So we really don't know what the series is.
How so?
like we expected to see Hulk in Endgame or
Infinity War.
Yep. Nope. And then they took.
We only saw Hulk.
And then
in one
when
scene.
Yeah, we expected to get the actual Hulk, and instead we got no Hulk at all.
I understand what you're saying.
And then in that same trailer, they showed Steve Rogers holding Thanos' gauntlet, trying to stop him. They took all the stones out except one.
If you watch, funnily enough, whenever this was releasing, fun fact, they released an Instagram trailer, which was the exact same trailer.
You're
Remember
quiet.
Whenever Thanos came through the portal to Wakanda for the first time, right
Yeah.
before he grabbed his gauntlet, fucking 6 months before Infinity War dropped, they released the same trailer on Instagram, and you could see all 6 stones in his gauntlet. It was awesome. I was like, holy shit.
Yeah, but that was a big reveal because there for a while they made you think that
It was only 2. He only had the Tesseract and the Power Stone.
Basically, it gave them more of a fighting chance, and then you come to realize that's just not the case. And there was a couple other things in there, but it's basically inconsistencies with the trailer trying to lead you in a certain direction, and then obviously they point you in a different one.
I find it hilarious that the word that you used was, if he had 2, it gave him a fighting chance. But in the movie, if you pay attention, once he gets 2, he's the most powerful being in the universe, so he takes off his armor because nobody can touch him. So even if he just had those 2, he still would have been unbeatable.
Unless you cut off his head. Think about it. The only thing that could stop Thanos, anybody with an Infinity Gauntlet, in my opinion, is somebody, if you get them from behind it with the head.
In the MCU, yes. In the comic books, absolutely not.
Why?
You would cut off his head, and the gauntlet would be like, hey, somebody just cut off your head. Do you want that to happen?
What?
Swear to God. In the comic book, if somebody snuck up behind him and cut off his head,
is the gauntlet its own entity?
It's omnipotent.
So it's like a thing?
Yeah, in the comic books, in the new series.
Do you want another drink?
I'm good.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You talk.
So in the comic books, after Infinity War came out and Endgame did, they re-released or they redid the new comic series with the Infinity Gauntlets, and one of the people who they picked, the Stones picked to be their protector was Wolverine, Logan. And in this story, what happens is in a previous X-Men story, like a year ago, Wolverine died. He got Magneto threw liquid adamantium on him, and he got encased in it. Magneto threw liquid adamantium on him, and it coated him in adamantium, and he was stuck under it.
Is that based on the fact that Magneto couldn't kill him simply with the adamantium in him?
Yeah, so instead of like ripping the adamantium out of him, he just poured adamantium on him.
Was this under the basis he would live?
It was under the basis of Wolverine would no longer be in the picture. Doesn't matter if he lived or died.
No, I'm talking about the reason he did the liquid over him instead of using the metal already in him. That's a little extra to me.
Oh, it was it was literally torture to suffocate him because.
So this way because he obviously doesn't have super strength.
I'm alive, but I'm dead.
Yeah. So he's literally there, but he can't move.
That's the thing.
It's almost like, do you remember in the movie when he was trapped underneath the water?
That was hold on.
Or
that was a reference to that.
Was that a nod to
that? Was a nod to that.
Okay.
And the reason it's awesome is because what they did is he was trapped under adamantium. He's been trapped for a year, and we pick up, and it shows him in the adamantium. Okay, and he starts hearing a stone calling to him.
Wait a second.
Stones.
But I'm under the assumption that adamantium can only be liquefied once.
Yeah.
So he threw already liquefied adamantium on him.
Yeah.
Which means he's fucked.
Hold on. I'm getting to that, bud. I'm
okay,
getting to that.
Okay.
So a stone, I believe it's the Soul Stone or the Mind Stone, one of the two, starts calling to him and saying, like, Logan, come find me. You're my protector.
Right.
So he starts popping his claws. Sneaked, unsneaked, until it cuts away at the adamantium. And he does this for years. He just keeps popping his claws and popping his claws and popping his claws until he gets wiggle room.
For people that don't know, it hurts every time he does that.
So he suffers through this, heals through all of it, breaks out of the adamantium, and finds the Infinity Stone, and that's all I've read.
Is this an audio book, a comic?
It's a comic. Or
do they make audio comics?
I don't.
I know they do
but
audio.
I'm sure that you can
I know they do audio.
Sure
I know they do graphic novels and audio, but I didn't know if they did comic books. I take that back, because I know. Well, like 10 years ago, they did digital print.
Yeah.
On like, if I wanted to get a comic book and buy it online, I can buy the digital print of it. So
it's called Comic Insider, Marvel Insiders. It's an app on your phone, and I've read a few comics on there. It's where I get all my Marvel comics.
They have Comic Book Insider.
I think it might be that one.
Oh, I just read their articles.
Okay, well, it's an app is what I'm referring to.
Oh, I'm referring to the website. Okay. I don't even remember what the original topic was.
We were talking about Thanos and trailers.
No, actually, we were talking about Jedi Fallen Order.
We were talking about Jedi Fallen Order, and then you had gotten into trailers being fake, and that the new trailer for Loki. Ethan, we were talking about Loki. The new trailer for Loki. It could just be fake.
My God. Yeah, you're right. Holy shit. Okay. Well, speaking of comic books, this is actually a comic book podcast, if you guys didn't know, apparently.
Are you accepting that?
No, I'm not accepting it, because it's fucking not that. It's whatever I want to talk about, but it just so happens to be
today comic books.
That I like comic books and stuff like that a lot. But Armor Wars.
Mm-hmm.
Go.
Armor Wars is the new show. It stars Rhodey or Don Cheadle. And according to new leaks, it is either going to feature, spoiler alert for Falcon and Winter Soldier, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It features Sharon Carter as the power broker, who's going to be the main villain, or it's going to be Justin Hammer from Hammer Industries from Iron Man 2 as the main villain.
How the fuck would they do that?
Well, Sam Rockwell has already said that he's still around.
Well, yeah, that's because Sam Rockwell's a great underrated actor that needs to be hired more often. That's my TED Talk.
If any of you who watch this haven't seen the movie Mr. Right with
fuck
Sam
that.
Rockwell and Anna Kendrick, fantastic movie.
Okay, I haven't seen that movie, so I guess I have to watch it. If you haven't seen Moon with Sam Rockwell...
Haven't. I guess we both got Sam Rockwell movies to watch.
Okay, well, spoiler alert for Moon. It's... How do I describe it? It's one of those movies where the whole time you're watching it, you're just like not quite sure what you're watching. Because it throws in confusion very early on and then just adds to it.
Right.
Capitalizes on it. And then doesn't really explain it up until the movie ends. So
they mind fuck you and then leave it till the end to unfuck your mind?
They still fuck you because they don't necessarily explain it.
Those bastards didn't even have the decency to use lube.
No, I had to talk to a couple people about it and then read a couple.
Talk to somebody about this.
Yeah, and then I had to read a couple articles.
Well, goddamn, they did fuck you.
But that's kind of what I thought. So I was like,
so it's just called Moon, just M-O-N, M-O-O-N, Moon.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
With
yours that you need to watch is called Mr. Right.
Mr. Right. What's that about? Moon. Just to be clear, Moon is all I'm gonna say is it's Sam Rockwell on the moon by himself.
If you're in the mood for something more lighthearted with Sam Rockwell, it features Sam Rockwell as the main character. He's a assassin, and he finds this girl, Anna Kendrick, that he falls in love with instantly. And the premise of the movie is...
I fucks with Anna Kendrick.
He is an assassin, but he is so good because he has something in him that makes him good. And this thing in him is like... Think of it as super heightened reflexes. But you can unlock it yourself. You just need to practice.
Okay.
So...
Wait a second.
Spoiler alert. The reason he loves Anna Kendrick is because he can see that she can unlock that potential and she becomes an assassin with him.
Oh my fucking God.
It's
of
really
course. Yeah, I bet
good. No, it's really
is.
good. It's super cute.
With Sam Rockwell?
Sam Rockwell, Anna Kendrick, they're fucking adorable.
What's this movie called?
Mr. Right.
I'm Googling it.
They're super cute. They have, weirdly, I don't find Sam Rockwell as like the stud lead, but they have great chemistry in this movie.
What's it called?
Mr. Right.
That's right. 2015 film. Oh. A woman, Anna Kendrick, comes to a crossroad when she finds out that her new beau, Sam Rockwell, for those that don't know, beau is boo. It's their boo thing. Is a professional assassin who kills the people who hire him instead of the intended targets. Initial release was in... What the fuck?
What?
Russia. Got released in Russia first.
Mm-hmm.
It's weird.
They kill Russian mobsters.
I hate these fucking microphones.
Why?
Dude, they look like football speakers. But the more I listen to it, the more I get irritated. Take it off? I can't
Take
do
off
it.
your headphones.
I can't do it.
You can't listen to yourself if you don't have headphones.
I hear you better with the headphones on.
I hear you better too as well.
Yeah, I can hear your little...
You sound kind of cute.
Yeah. You know what I mean. But, yeah, okay. So, Moon and then Mr. Right.
Mm-hmm. I will watch Moon.
Okay, I will watch Mr. Right. Armor Wars, that sounds good.
Yeah, Armor Wars, sorry. It's supposed to be...
Dude, hold on. Speaking of Buggy, what the fuck is up with Terrence Howard?
Oh, my God. So, if you haven't heard...
Mr. fucking Empire.
Mr. Terrence fucking Howard.
Hey, which I will point out, I fuck with Terrence Howard.
But
that dude is a fucking asshole.
He just... Obviously, we are not close to him, so we don't know if he's an asshole. From what the news and what I can read on him, he just seems
they're
like
his.
a
They're his.
bad
I mean,
dude.
they're his own words.
He seems like a dick.
It's not like he's hiding the fact that he's pissed off.
On the initial release of Iron Man 1, okay.
To be fair, he was promised 2 movies. Please point that out.
He was promised
It was
that he would be in 2 movies.
in his contract
That he would be in 2 movies.
But from what I can assume,
What I've read is that he asked for more money.
and with the way they were able to cancel his second movie, it had to have been in the contract that they were allowed to do that.
Yep. Yeah, agreed. Now,
otherwise, I just want to point out his argument would be valid, and that sounds like a lawsuit if he's correct.
Agreed.
But
in a recent article, okay, it was like this past week, Terrence Howard said that Robert Downey Jr. took $100 million from him because he pushed him out of the franchise and took $100 million of his money. Now, what actually happened was...
I do want to point out, going back, looking at those movie success, one could argue, maybe he did take $100 million, but how?
So what happened is Terrence Howard claims that he wanted $100 million more dollars. Robert Downey said, no, it's my money, took it for his role as Iron Man, and pushed him out of the franchise.
Terrence's words.
And
I want to point out, I don't have an article I can pull up and tell you to look up, but I don't know, there's probably 54,000 articles in the last 10 years that Terrence Howard has spoken to, like outlets.
And he says, I wanted more money. They didn't give it to me, so I left.
And he blames Robert a lot, and then everyone else as well. But
yeah.
He mentions Robert multiple
the most.
times. Yeah.
Okay, but I would like to bring up that Robert has made it his fucking mission to get every co-star in the Avengers the same amount of pay that he does.
He was not made aware of this until he started co-starring with them in the Avengers.
He made more money than anyone, and he said, I will not continue unless they make the same amount.
He didn't demand anything, but he basically told the studio, he said, look, do you want me? And I'm assuming the studio was like, Robert, duh. And he was like,
Robert, why are you saying those
yeah,
things?
he's like, come on. And then he was like, okay, that's great. You should pay the people that are working right next to me a little more money because I have been made aware that,
they don't make near as much.
dude, if you hear, do you know what Chris Evans' paycheck was for Captain America 1?
Like duty.
It's a very, okay, hold on. Let's take a step back. Because I do want to point out that at the time of him taking the role, he maybe wasn't worth as much.
You leave the Human Torch alone.
I'm just saying. He did a great Johnny Storm, but it's not his fault that the movie sucked. I say that as a person who still watches Fantastic 1 and 2.
Ironically, I think Sue was cast great.
Mhm.
Johnny was cast great. Richards was
No,
cast great.
dude, I think
Perfect cast. Truly.
everyone was casted perfectly.
I just think that it was ahead of its time. People weren't ready for superhero
Exactly,
movies.
and John Krasinski had to finish The Office, so I could have The Office, and now I'm allowed to have him for Fantastic Four.
He's already. He's not. No.
I
Him
know.
and Emily Blunt aren't doing it.
Him and Emily Blunt. Well, Emily Blunt about 2 months ago released a statement saying that she reportedly had passed on the role.
But they asked her.
Apparently.
See, that makes me more happy that they at least were like, okay, we know you want her. We'll at least ask her.
John Krasinski wouldn't fucking say no.
You think he went to his wife and he was like, babe,
Dude.
come on.
Think about it.
You sue me, babe.
Okay, you get
come on.
you get Jim Halpert, who let's point out a couple of several of the last seasons he had multiple directing positions
Mhm.
and then executive producing rights.
Have you seen him on Jack Ryder? Jack Ryder.
Jack Reacher.
Jack Reacher.
No, not Jack
Jack
Reacher.
Ryan. Jack Ryan.
Jack Ryan.
There's so many Jacks.
Jack
I'm
Reacher is
sorry,
Tom
John.
Cruise.
I love you.
Jack Reacher is Tom Cruise.
Jack Reacher is Tom Cruise. Yeah. Did you know there was a second Jack Reacher?
Yeah, with Tom Cruise.
Yeah. I had no fucking idea.
No, that's the funny part is Tom Cruise does the shit to where he'll release really good second movies that just seem like a sci-fi movie.
Yeah.
Because they don't get like theaters.
Nope.
Nope, it's just like straight to DVD.
Yeah, Jack Reacher 2, Never Go Back. Haven't fucking heard of it.
Great
It has
movie.
Colby Smulders.
Great movie.
Fantastic movie.
Yes.
Like,
yeah.
what?
No, and that's why it's funny because Tom Cruise is. He's like he's a double A lister.
Yeah, on a side note, The Mummy was awful.
He wasn't. How shitty is that?
Sorry, if you're going to do The Mummy, just bring me back Brendan Fraser. You're not going to do
They
good.
tried.
I
They
know-
tried.
I know, and I know, hey, Brendan,
To be
I know
fair-
you're not listening to this, but I love you, man. I know it tore up your body, but good Lord, you were fantastic.
No, it wasn't. Ooh, it wasn't that.
No, it tore up his body. Have you not heard?
No, it's
That's
not.
why he didn't come back.
No, yeah, because at the same time, you also have to understand he was doing a lot of his own stunts.
Yeah, like Brendan is the shit.
Yeah, okay,
He is
he-
committed.
Cool. Doesn't have to do that.
No, but
Rick O'Connell, dude, just show up, shoot your guns.
is it Rick?
Yeah. In The Mummy, Rick, Evie, yeah. In the
Sure.
Rick O'Connell,
Is it Rick?
yes.
I know. My brain said Brian, and I know that's Paul Walker. I know that's Paul Walker, Brian O'Connell. I know. But
Oh, Brian O'Connor, not O'Connell.
I know. That's what I was saying. Is I know that's what that is, so I know that's wrong.
Yeah, it's-
but let me make sure.
Yeah, no, it's Rick, Evie, and Alex.
Rick O'Connell. Rick.
And then you have her brother. Don't say it. Oh, what's his name? Alan.
Richard O'Connell.
Rick. Evie calls him Rick.
Weird. I wasn't trying to correct you.
Oh,
I was
okay.
saying. It says Richard Rick O'Connell, so you're right. I wasn't trying to correct you.
No, no, I wrote.
Tomb of the Dragon Emperor came out in 2008.
Yeah.
That's the same year as Iron Man.
You want me to blow your mind? It's 2 years after Revenge of the Sith. I'm pretty sure. Wait, hold
I
on.
know I just talked a bunch of love.
Was
toward
Revenge of
Brendan
the-
Fraser?
was-
But God, he looks awful right now.
I'm about to make you feel bad. You know why he quit?
It's his wife.
No.
Why?
Like his wife was draining him, but oh my god. I don't want to talk out of my ass. Hold on.
Shout out to one of my friends. Her background is Brendan Fraser and cowboy hats. She loves her some Brendan Fraser. You know who you are.
Hold on.
I know you're making me feel bad, and I don't even know what for yet.
He was sexually assaulted.
Oh my God.
So Terry Crews spoke of the same type of situation.
Mm-hmm.
It was a Hollywood executive, and I'm assuming it was
A
someone.
man or woman?
Huh?
A man or woman?
I'm pretty sure they were both men. In Terry Crews' case, as well as Brendan Fraser's.
Obviously, it would make it better if it was a woman. Obviously, okay, but I just think it makes it worse that it was a man.
The way Terry Crews described it, if I remember correctly, it was a slap on the ass, but it was the firm grab that followed the slap. And I think we can all agree.
Terry Crews does not look like the guy you fuck with.
No, it's not that. It's the fact that when Terry Crews spoke about this, that so many people bashed him because he's this big black fucking just brick.
hate that
He's just
shit.
a brick shit house,
I
dude.
hate that shit. It doesn't matter what you look
And
like.
no,
you are
and
still as
he
vulnerable
said,
as
and
anybody
he
else.
said, and he said multiple times, I haven't spoke on this for so long because I am like the type of person that people assume I am based on my appearance.
Yeah.
They would assume I wouldn't have feelings that are in such a negative light for people that I worked with or worked for.
Mm-hmm.
And in that sense, he was like, this is fucking wrong. And in that moment, as big as I was, I felt weak.
Oh, that's...
And please don't quote me on this, but it was along those lines of, my name's Terry Crews and I have a heart.
That's so sad.
Yeah, Brendan,
Have you ever watched him on Brooklyn Nine-Nine?
I don't have to watch him on Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I can see him being the exact person I
He's
really think he is,
such
and
a
everybody
sweetie.
hates Chris.
He's such a sweetie.
Everybody hates Chris.
Such a sweetie.
Yeah, but everybody hates Chris.
Yeah.
He's the dad.
But it's... Have you seen the interview? Where he's talking about when Chris Rock came to him and asked him to play that role?
Which role?
Of
Chris's dad?
Moses? Is his name Moses? Isn't his dad name Moses?
And
Julius. It's Julius.
Julius.
His-
Holy shit.
He asked him to play Julius, his dad. And I believe
Whose dad?
Chris Rock. Everybody Hates Chris is Chris Rock's life.
Okay, but you asked him to play Chris's dad?
Chris Rock asked Terry Crews to play Julius, Chris Rock's dad.
Okay, you said Julius's dad just 2 seconds ago. I know, it's okay, it's okay. You just confused me.
It's gonna be fine. And
Okay.
You're gonna be like, oh, I did the same thing that you did to me last episode.
No, actually, because I told you before. Yeah, I'm gonna say it here live. Josh tried to correct me live on.
I didn't try to correct. I wanted to make sure that we were on the same page.
No, he
and
tried to
everybody
correct me
understood.
live on a podcast, and in editing, in post, I checked it, and he was wrong. And I had
You're
it,
gonna feel real goofy when
and
you go
I-
back and check it. And I
and-
did say,
and I had it.
I said it right.
I literally had it in audio, and I had it in actual
He had
4K.
the deeds. He had the receipts.
No, I had it in actual
He
4K
had the receipts.
because I shot 4K that day.
Okay, so.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Whenever he
1080p.
went, he asked to
1080p.
play Julius's dad when he was asked.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
was
yeah.
just really sweet because I believe, if I remember correctly, it got to him, and it was just like a super sweet, tender moment because you don't expect most people, because I would, because most people don't expect somebody that big to have feelings like that.
Yeah.
And it's Terry Crews is such
that
a
big
sweet-
to have feelings like that. We
Well,
say
just-
that. No, we say that like muscle mass overcompensates for
Larger than life.
feelings. No, I mean you just. I guess people assume people with big muscles don't have fucking feelings, which makes no sense to me.
Fun fact: did you know
Oh, boy.
people with muscles can't wipe their own asses?
What?
Yeah, if you ever feel like if you ever get mad at somebody who's a bodybuilder, just remember their wife, girlfriend has to help them wipe their ass.
I would like you live here to
Mhm.
please distinguish
Okay, so
which type of bodybuilder can't wipe their own ass.
big biceps right up here. This
Like the
muscle right
dudes
here.
that wear like the thongs and
yeah. So
color
when they
theirself
go to wipe
brown.
their ass, their arm right here. People who can't see me, I am grabbing my chicken wing.
Hey, fun fact real quick. Speaking of bodybuilding, did you know that the reason they only color them brown up to their neck is because of blackface controversy?
No, but that makes sense.
No, it
Makes sense.
doesn't, considering
sense.
considering the rest of their body is painted specifically for a purpose. And even they had to be like, stop at the neck. People are mad.
No, it makes. I'm saying that it makes sense that they wouldn't do it to avoid controversy.
But
I'm not saying that
do you know how,
controversy
like,
makes sense.
Crazy that is?
Dude, they had to make the Pokemon Jinx purple because she used to be black and people said that she was blackface.
'Cause her
the
name-
fucking animal
Is
Pokemon.
it because her name is Jinx?
It's because she's supposed to be Nicki Minaj.
I don't understand.
I don't either. It's not a person. It's an animal.
Oh, maybe I'm racist because I was thinking the name Jinx may have like a racist undertone to it.
It's that she had big red or purple lips
Oh.
and she was pitch
Oh.
black.
She's a Pokemon?
She's Pokemon. Here. Oh, you can't look it up. Here. I'll look up the original.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen her.
Now she doesn't look that bad, but
I still don't know.
she looks more blackface now than she did before. So this is Jinx now.
Dude, she has blonde hair.
Tell me about it. So this is Jinx now.
Okay, hold on. Speaking freely, is it because she's fucking purple?
I said now. So this is after she's not racist. This is
Wait,
the original
not your
Jinx.
words.
Not my words. What do you mean? This is the original one. Now, for people who can't see, basically, if you look up Jinx, the only thing you have to
Jinx
know...
Pokemon, JYNX.
The only thing you have to know is her face, instead of being purple,
Is black.
is black.
But we're not talking like...
We're not like brown, black.
No, we're
or-
not talking ethnicity, African American slang term black.
like pitch fucking black. I can't see anything.
No, I was gonna
black.
say the shade.
the shade. Yeah, the
Yeah.
shade black.
Yeah. It looks like it's supposed to be a shadow.
Yeah. I don't see the racist connotations to her, but again,
Well, her hands are also blue and her dress is red, and then in the new one, both of her hands are purple, and so is her face. It looks like they just gave her a face. Like you're no longer a
there you
shadow.
go. There's the original versus modified side by side.
Personally, I do like the modified better.
I think she looks better, but
Yeah.
at the same time, you like
It's the fact she like the character.
this is what people compared her to.
My fucking God. Is that a white guy?
Yeah, it's blackface. That guy is blackface.
No, I could. Yeah, no shit.
Yeah, but she doesn't look blackface. She just looks like I don't know, dude. I understand why people were upset.
They tried to come at Drake for doing blackface, and guess what?
They tried to come at
He's black.
Oh wait, Drake is black,
Dude.
Wait, did they really?
Yeah, he did blackface. Did you? Oh, okay. Sorry. Pusha T released his infamous.
Fucking Pusha T.
Dude, if we're being honest, he had. I mean, that disc was fucking nasty.
Is Booker T the wrestler?
Yes.
Okay,
And
and
Pusha
Booker
T-
T is the guy who's on the radio.
Wow. No, so you have Booker in the morning. That used to be on 96.1.
Oh.
It was Tri-State Radio.
Okay.
Because we're in the Midwest.
It's funny. I think they called him Booker T sometimes.
Just Booker.
Just Booker?
Booker and Sarah in the morning. Okay.
I think I just got outed as a racist live.
And then, no, you didn't. No, Booker and Sarah in the morning. And then Booker T was the wrestler. And you also had... What were you talking about originally?
Pusha T.
Pusha T. Yeah.
Pusha T, Booker T,
Pusha
and
T is the
Booker in the
rapper.
morning.
Jesus, you got way off course. You have to pee?
Why did you? Every time I whisper something, he just repeats it into the mic. Can't even handle this.
It's all good. I have to grab a drink, so
you can just edit the silence out.
Yeah, no, this actually, this is no audio, so it's okay. Sorry, guys, but we'll be right back. Okay, cool. I was just looking for the peak, but we're back.
Awesome.
Yeah, no, I don't know why you looked at it like you'll need to figure it out later. I will.
I'm gonna blow into this mic.
You're not speaking. You gotta.
I am speaking. I can hear myself.
Gotta turn.
Is this better? Do you want me to talk like this instead? Okay. Oh, I hear it. Oh, shit, dude.
Josh is a little toasty. He's had a long day today.
Oh, have I?
Yeah. He walked earlier. He got mad at me.
Hey. I think you're being a little bit unnice. I forgot the word.
I'm a human.
You were being unreasonable.
I was being unreasonably honest, if anything.
I had a problem with one thing. And you were like, listen to this thing that happened 4 years ago. I'm still upset about it.
Because those are the things I think about when I was in need and no one helped me. And the same people that had the problem are the ones that I didn't get help from.
Do you know what
they call that a grudge?
Do you know the philosophy I live by now and that has made me a better person?
Huh?
Do you know the philosophy I live by now and that has made me a better person?
A better person?
Hey, I'm fucked up.
It has made to be a better person.
I'm gonna look it up so I don't mess up the quote.
Fixing my microphone because I hate these fucking mics. Ugh. I'm just mad today, guys. It's my birthday though. Woohoo! Here we go. Dude, so Warner Brothers, from what I'm reading, I just want to get into this because the movie industry lately has been fucking shitball. Why is Warner Brothers blackballing the Snyder Cut? Huh?
The serenity to accept the things I cannot change.
Jesus Christ,
and the courage to change the things I can.
The Serenity Prayer?
Yeah.
Yeah, I already know it. What about it?
Well, guess what?
Yeah, God grant me the serenity to accept things I cannot change, the courage to
change
and the wisdom to know the difference.
The best thing to do is to appreciate what you can do in the now and the future, and that you shouldn't hold grudges.
Exactly.
I have moved past that.
But when some motherfucker...
So I went for a walk.
So when someone brings up a point that is...
From 3 years ago?
If
2 years ago. 2 years ago.
Does it make me any less wrong?
No, but the point shouldn't be that you're right or wrong. The point should be that you want to know why, or you want to know the difference. The point shouldn't be if you're right or wrong, because you'll never be happy if you want to be right or wrong. You need to understand that the thing isn't always black and white, that sometimes you need to take before you can give.
I get that. And it's funny, you're telling me this when I'm the same guy who told you 2 weeks ago some things I just don't care about. I let them go. And people get pissed off at me nowadays because I don't care so much. Because I'm like, it's fine. It's okay.
Then I think it's unfair that you say that and then come at me with shit from 3 years ago. You can't say it's cool, I don't hold on to anger, and then say fuck it, I'm gonna hold on to anger.
Hey, the shit from 3 years ago is valid. I missed those headphones. Never saw them again. I had headphones in my room. They were stolen. Never saw them again.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
They were my Tune Pros, something. They wrapped around my neck, and they had charger ports, and then you clicked them like this, unhooked them from your neck, and then put them in your ear, and they had cords. But it was the neckband one, wireless headphones. I worked at a cell phone store at the time that was a subsidiary of AT&T. So I was working for AT&T, long story short, locally, and I had gotten these headphones because I worked there. So I was able to test them out, I paid half price because I was an employee, and then I had these nice headphones, had them for like 6 months. On not only the dresser that you still use, but the dresser I used at the time is where they were left. That old English one. For those that don't know, he's a hand-me-down dresser.
I hate it. I hate it with all my heart.
It's okay. But I left them on there, and one day I came home and they weren't there anymore, and I never saw them again. And you've obviously lived in that room for how long now?
A year.
They're not there.
A year and a half.
Yeah, they're not in that room.
No, but I feel
the places they would have been, you have moved. They are not in that room.
I feel like that
they were stolen.
Sometimes I feel like no, the word isn't project. That makes it feel like they aren't real. The word I'm looking for is, I just feel like sometimes you hold stuff against me that wasn't my fault, and it hurts my feelings.
I get irritated when in life people hold me accountable for my actions, and then when I ask the same in return, I'm looked at like I have never done it. Happens every day of my life, and I'm like, I have lived with what I have had to live with, and what I have done. Like what I have done, I have had to live with. Right. So when someone comes at me and I say something to them and they're like, rah, and I'm like, whoa, hold on. And you and I got in a spat earlier. And I was just trying to be like, no, this is what I'm trying to be like, you thought this happened, but what I'm trying to tell you is what was clear, because like to me it was.
And I think where we got
and then where I found it, and then where I found it made it even more clear.
I think where we got disconnected was I wasn't upset.
We argued, guys. We argued about batteries.
I left 6 AAA batteries here. You used 2 without asking me.
No, he bought. No, I'm sorry. Let me take that back.
I let you finish. Let me finish.
I'm sorry. I owed him $10, so I bought him batteries.
I had the money for the batteries.
And I paid with my debit card.
You just do it because you owe me money anyway.
Exactly. But my point is, I was like, oh, he left these here. What did I even have them in? Oh, my God, a stud finder. That's used 3 seconds every time I click the button that I used in total for 10 minutes.
Is that you did it without my permission, right? It was my shit. It was my shit. It doesn't matter what the shit is. It could be a fucking paper bag. If I left it here, the point is that you just got to be like, hey, you left a paper bag here. I need a paper bag. You mind if I borrow a paper bag? Cool, no worries. But you didn't, and that's okay. It's cool. But instead of being like, oh, I only took 2, there's 3 missing, you were like, fuck you.
That's not what I said.
Okay, you didn't say fuck you. You said, well, I only took 2. What's the problem?
No, that's also not what I said.
It's not my... You made it seem like it's not my problem.
Making it seem like and what I said are 2 different things. Please back up.
Okay, you got extremely irritated.
And said I got extremely... Hold on.
You got upset that I insisted that you had to know where the 3rd battery was because you're the only one who opened it and you're the only one who had access to it.
And
instead of being like, you know what? I might have fucked up.
And 2 days ago, when I brought up the same thing to you, when the person I lived with said that you were the only person who had gotten into the drawer of stuff that had been missing.
She was missing Rellos. I don't care.
Oh, okay.
She was missing Rellos.
Yeah, you're of age to buy them. But the point was, Rellos were missing. And
live on the air. I swear to God, I didn't take the fucking Rellos, dude. I don't. It's $1.
I don't care.
Buy them
I don't care
goddamn
either.
self.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
I'm like, you can't say this is the same as this, and I'm like, okay, but
No, what I'm saying.
take the fucking Rellos.
Okay, and what I was telling you was, yeah, I used 2 batteries and then showed you the machine I was using them in and gave them back, and then was like, dude.
Are you gonna give me the battery that it used when you used that machine?
No, that was what I was telling you was I don't have the third one. I didn't take a third one out.
Right.
If you can't find it,
Right.
I don't know what to tell you because I literally don't know where it's at.
And in my mind, I felt disrespected
Over a
battery. Yes. Okay, because it wasn't the battery. That wasn't the point. The point was that you got into my stuff. It doesn't matter what it is. You got into my stuff, and something else on top of what you took was missing. And instead of being like, "Oh, that's my bad," because I opened it, it was unopened. You were like, "Well, I didn't take it. It doesn't matter."
That's what you said.
Okay, but that's a Rello pack I didn't open. I didn't get into. I didn't touch. I didn't touch anything remotely close to Rello pack, and you got mad at me for touching the Rello pack, which didn't happen. You got into the batteries. You took 2, and another one was missing.
And I
don't see how that's a better argument. All the Rellos that are gone. I don't know if you took it, but it would make sense if you did. But I know you took 2 and 3 are missing. Sorry. I understand, like, obviously I was the only other one in the house, so maybe he took the Rello, so you'd ask. But I think it's unfair of you to be like, this is this and the same as that, when it's not.
It is.
If I took 1 Rello and the rest were missing, agreed. That is the same.
Okay, no. It's a small little packet. No. That's like saying I took a can of peas. Sir, you took 13,000 peas in 1 can. Yeah, no, that's not the game we're playing. I'm just talking about the fact that there were Rellos in a drawer, supposedly, and then they were gone.
I can't wait for Keisha to agree with me and argue with you.
There were 6 batteries in a battery pack. That was opened, and I admitted to.
Unopened.
That was unopened. I opened, used 2, and literally showed you where I was using it.
Right. And then
gave them back. And you were like, where's the third one? And when I look at you straight in the face, honestly, and go, I clearly only needed 2. I don't know the third one you're talking about because I didn't use it.
Right.
And then when you get mad that was my answer.
I wasn't mad that was your answer.
Specifically because
I opened it, it's my fault. If they weren't opened, there wouldn't be a third one missing.
No. But my point is I only used 2. Don't get mad at me for the third. How about be like, where can I find it? Maybe you dropped it.
I was upset that you were indifferent to me not having the third one.
I wasn't indifferent about it. I was simply saying I didn't need a third one. So if one is missing, that is a problem.
Right.
But I don't know where it's at. And then you kept being like, we need a solution. And I'm like,
there needs to be a solution.
Okay. And I kept being like, you're asking the wrong guy because I told you all I know. You're like the CIA agent torturing the wrong guy.
Right. Okay, so hear me out.
Oh, boy.
If there's a bag of drugs, okay, like a full bag of drugs, doesn't matter what kind of drugs, we'll say it's ecstasy just for the fun part. There's 19 pills of ecstasy. I let you take 2. When I get the bag back, there's 17 pills of ecstasy, right? I'm bad at math. There's 16 pills of ecstasy.
You already made it complicated.
There's 3 pills of ecstasy. You were supposed to take 2. There is now no pills of ecstasy. Who's the person I go to ask about the ecstasy, Ethan?
I don't know. Maybe you shouldn't ask the guy who may or may have not accidentally taken 3 fucking ecstasies anticipating on taking 1.
Ethan? That was a scenario.
And your scenario is so invalid. If you're
fine.
If you're bombarding
3 Advils.
If you're bombarding
2, you're supposed to take 2. I find the bag and it has 0. I come to you and I'm like, hey, how many did you take? And you're like, 2. And I'm like, well, there's supposed to be 1 more. And then you're like, No, I just took 2. What's the problem? And I'm like, well, you're the last one who had the bag, so I just want to make sure that you're for sure this is how many you took. And you're like, well, fuck you for thinking that. I definitely only took 2. I'm just like, dude, I wasn't trying to be any way. I was just like, I don't know where this is. You should know because you were the last one to touch it. And if you don't, just be like, I have no idea. I don't know what happened.
In the
But
same
instead of being
argument,
like that,
in
you
the
got
same
irritated.
no, in the same argument could be had because no one else gets in that drawer other than you and the other person who was irritated that something was missing, and I don't get in it. So when I was like, hey, this is gone, she said it was here, and the last time she touched it, you've touched it since, which you had because you pulled out a little tray to use, and I had to put it back when you left.
Mm-hmm.
Therefore, you were the last person. I came at you the same way. You told me 3 times, had no idea where it came. Like, you were like, I don't know, dude.
Mhm.
I didn't even see him.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. I said the same shit. You were like, well, you're the guy. That's literally what happened. And after I just explained it, I saw the change in your expression.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, no, I saw it.
No, hold on.
No, you're mad. You're mad.
No,
Nope. That's
No,
That's
no, 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 no.
exactly how that happened.
If I had touched them, it would be a different conversation. I didn't even see them, dude. It would be different if you were like, did you touch my phone? I was like, no. And I did. I picked it up, moved it to the other table. That is a thing,
Mhm.
right? But if you asked me if I touched your phone and I was like, no, and I didn't, I would get mad if you didn't believe me. So if I say, well, you touched these 2 batteries, did you touch the third? And you didn't, you shouldn't be like, no, I have no fucking idea where it is. You should be like, well, I did touch 2. It's possible 1 fell out. And if you just said 1 fell out, would have looked a little harder, boom, found it. Because, by the way, if anybody doesn't know by now, the third one was on the fucking floor.
Yeah,
Because when he
that,
grabbed the first 2, the third one
Hold on.
that wasn't his problem fell
Hold
on the floor.
on. I would like to point out, I found the third one. He didn't look.
No,
Hold
because
on,
I
hold
didn't
on,
know to
hold
look
on.
the floor.
No.
I didn't know.
He assumed that I would know where it is simply because, yes, I used 2. You would assume, as a normal person,
The person who touched the batteries last knows where all the batteries
and
are.
then once I told him, no, here's the 2 I did use.
I don't know where the third one is. I was like, well, why don't you know where the third one is? All you had to be like was, maybe it dropped on the floor.
Dude,
that's it.
My first instinct,
No argument.
My first instinct is to go look where I found the shit.
I don't know where you opened it. I have no idea.
I said it's where you left it.
Guess what? Didn't leave them over there. Left them on the center table.
Guys.
They were moved from where I left it.
No, they were on that table.
Dog.
No, like actually.
Mm-mm.
No, like actually.
No.
Yeah. Want to know why? Because when
I
I
tore off the top and I left them on the center.
No, you didn't open them.
Yeah, I know. I tore off the top.
Yeah. I opened them in the package. Literally, when
Prove my point for me. You did open them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. The third one wouldn't have been on the floor if you didn't open them.
No, but what I'm trying to tell you is when I went over and grab them.
That's why I feel disrespected.
No,
all you had to be like was maybe dropped on the floor.
No. When I went to look for the third one, wrapper was over on the table because I opened them where you left them. So my point is, you left them where I opened them because I opened them where you fucking left them.
And
so
then you dropped a third battery.
Great.
And you got mad at me because you lost it.
No, you got mad at me because you thought I lost it when all you had to do was just look.
It's not my job to look.
It's not my job to pay for your batteries, but yeah, here I am paying for your batteries.
I could have. I had the money.
And
It's like how you felt with Keisha when she tried to pay for the table. You had the money, but she paid for the table. But you're like, but I don't want you to pay for the table. But she did.
Right.
I had the money, could have paid for the table, but I didn't want to wait in line longer to pay for the batteries.
And you offered.
And I offered to pay.
No, you offered for me to pay and said, I'll pay you back.
I just said, do you just want me to, I can pay you for these? I said, in line, I said, I can give you the money for these, or you could just wait. And I said, just pay for these. And you said, cool, I'll just do that. And they're holding it against me that I was just like, let's just make it easier.
No, I'm holding it against you that it was quicker for you to assume that I knew where the third one was based off the fact I had already told you, I don't know where it's at. You're asking the wrong person. You didn't like the answer.
I didn't like
even
the
though
answer
it would
because the wrong person isn't right.
Okay,
That's not right.
No,
you are the right person to ask. You're the last one who touched
That's
him.
great. But what I'm saying is, has I answered you differently, which is what you just said 10 minutes ago? Had I answered it differently?
Had you said it's probably on the floor because I was the last one to touch him, I opened them over something, they're probably on the floor, and I would have went over and looked on the floor. Problem solved.
Great. You're assuming I knew I dropped the third battery I didn't even think I touched. When I opened it, I grabbed 2. Had I known I dropped one, I might have mentioned, hey, there might be one on the floor because I did have to pick up a couple.
Right, but instead of assuming that you dropped one, you assumed that I had lost one or that one was lost.
No.
You didn't assume that you had dropped it.
No, you assumed that I knew where the third one was.
Because you were the
Did
last
you
one to
listen
use it.
to what
That's
you...
a fine assumption.
And when I already told you...
If I gave you my phone and the next day it was stolen and I couldn't find it, you're the first person I would assume stole my phone.
That's what happened with me and my headphones. And then I had to tell myself my family didn't steal my headphones, so...
And again, you're referencing back to something that has nothing to do with this.
It's the entire point of what you're basing this off of.
My point is that you had it last. It's a fine assumption to assume that you know where the third one is.
Okay.
That's it. It's simple. There's nothing over it. There's nothing on top of it. It's not layered. It's just if you had something last, more than what you were supposed to take is missing, the fine assumption is the last person who had it took it.
And you
That's
said
it.
yourself 10 minutes ago, I gave you an answer that was correct. It just was not answered correctly.
No, I said that what you said was okay. It's just you didn't take the responsibility for what happened.
No, I did. I tried to tell you, I used 2. Here are the 2 I used. Proving, yes, I opened it. Yes, I admitted that. Yes, I have used these. What I'm trying to tell you, and which is what I told you, was no, I did not use a third. If you are missing a battery, I told you, I don't know where it's at. I think I even said sorry a couple times and was like, I'm pretty sure I did.
Okay, well, I'm the one whose feelings are hurt. So if you're telling me you said sorry and I'm like, you didn't, you can't just say, yeah, I know I did, because my feelings were hurt. If you said sorry, I would be like, okay, cool. Like, I'm not going to ignore your apology so I can stay sad.
And I'm not going to validate your feelings based on your own memory.
Oh.
Think about that. That's what you just said.
And validate my memories?
No. Invalidating what I'm saying based on your own memory. So even if I am right, what you're saying is, this is how I feel because I remember it this way.
But that's not what I'm saying.
No,
I'm
but
saying
that's what you just said. That's like actually word for word what you just said. Yeah.
No.
Yeah. I have it on.
I said that if you had gotten into them and you were the last one to touch them, it's not out of the realm of possibilities for you to know where the one that is missing is.
Correct. And when I told you what I told you, which is I didn't know where the third one was, if I answered you shitty, I do apologize, but my answer was still the same even if I answered you nicely. So I do apologize if I answered in a shitty way. I really didn't mean to. But what I'm saying is like, if you were mad of my answer, just be like, whoa, hey, I'm not accusing you. Just talk to me. And I'd have been like, oh, well, hold on. Like, no, I didn't I didn't take the third battery. I may have even been like, let's look for it. But instead, you seem very accusatory on the fact that, no, I think you know where it's at. And I was like, dude, what are you talking about?
But why would you assume that I was like, no, he definitely knows where it is. He's lying to me.
Because you were coming off that way. You were like, dude, you were the last one to...
So how is it wrong to assume that you were coming off a certain way too? If you assumed I was upset, but I just assumed that you... Like, it's not that I was like, he's hiding this one AAA
No, I never
battery.
said it's not that we're both wrong. My whole point is I don't like the way you came at me. And then...
So you were offended about the way I came at you?
I was offended about the fact that my answer would have changed. Okay. I was offended and am offended about the fact that the way I answered would have changed, even though the actual answer isn't any different.
Okay, but the way that you answered the first time was, it seemed to me, like you're saying, it seemed to me like you were indifferent and you didn't care. It's
right.
Not your batteries, not your problem.
But I didn't answer
But you
it
didn't
like
mean that.
Right.
No, you didn't mean it like that.
But okay.
But you're assuming I'm acting a certain way, and if I'm assuming you're acting a certain way, we're not on the same page at all.
I wasn't necessarily accusing as much as you were actively being accusatory.
And I wasn't trying to be accusatory. I was saying
you
don't
were
know where
literally like, you did that.
Okay, but I wasn't. I was trying to say, I don't know where it is.
Mm-hmm.
You were the last person to see it. You should know where it is. If you don't, then I'm wrong. What did I miss?
Okay.
I'm not trying to be like, you're hiding. Well, I mean,
honestly,
obviously.
The more we talk about it, it sounds like we're both wrong. So,
I was just trying to say that, like, dude, it's not even like it sounds so dramatic. We're talking about batteries, dude. But I'm just like, my point is that it's just like, if I left something super important here, and it's not that I care if you got into it. It's just that, like, it's just the fact that it was mine. Doesn't matter what it is. It's just that it was mine. You got into it. Something else out of it got lost. And you just seemed like you didn't care. And
maybe
that's all. That's
honestly, maybe it's based on my own personal experience with the people I've lived with in my life for my entire life.
I would show you that same courtesy, and I wish you would show me the same.
Well, then please understand, I have never been showed that courtesy ever.
Okay, well,
so
you want to be my roommate? I want to be your roommate. I would show you that courtesy.
Okay, that's not what I mean. This isn't a love fest. What
it
I mean is,
I love you.
What
I
mean
your heart and your soul.
No,
that's why you make me so mad.
What I mean is,
because I care about your opinion.
Great.
Ethan.
Yeah. Well, I have a good opinion, but not appreciated. That was way off topic. That was a 20-minute spiel.
It's okay.
If they care, they'll listen.
It's okay. At the end of it, I love you.
It sounds like you're having trouble bending your mic boom arm.
Just a little bit. Only because
it's okay.
when I bend it like this, I'm afraid that it's going to touch the table. So I'm trying to make sure that it doesn't touch the table. Get a little sexy whisper going on.
So, Bill and Melinda Gates.
Open that one up, didn't you?
I'm about to blow your mind.
What about
Nope.
Bill and Melinda Gates?
A couple people have done the math.
A couple. It's like, is this people are like Redditors?
Reddit has done the math.
There you go.
Okay, people can call Reddit crazy all they want.
I think 4chan's crazier than Reddit.
That's one guy.
One guy is the entirety of 4chan?
No, he is 4chan, but people are on 4chan.
Uh-huh.
Did you not know this?
4chan is a site.
But he is. Have you never heard this?
What the fuck are you talking about?
Okay,
Ethan?
so 4chan, pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken by the lore.
You're like, pardon me, but I may be wrong.
Excuse the ever living fuck out of me, but if I'm wrong, I do apologize. But 90% sure. The 4chan creator is one gentleman, but the whole spiel of 4chan was the obviously the shit they've released, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like posts and just topics of discussion, articles, stuff like that. Crazy. They do graphic pictures, right? Like they release almost like TMZ exclusives, even though it's not on like TV, it's on 4chan. Maybe I'm talking out my ass. Let me Google 4chan real quick. Hold on. I could be wrong.
For personal experience, 4chan's the people who leaked Hillary's emails. 4chan is like some Star Wars stuff. 4chan has leaked a lot of political things and
4chan.org.
Yeah.
4chan is a simple image-based bulletin board where anyone can post comments and share images. These are boards dedicated to the variety of topics.
4chan, yeah.
From Japanese animation and culture to video games, music, and photography.
4chan's where most of the leaks come from. Like political leaks, anything like that comes from 4chan.
Oh.
It's 4chan first, then it goes to Reddit. That's the way it works. 4chan,
Wait,
Reddit.
Why have I heard the term 4chan first?
Because 4chan comes first out of every news feed. The first thing, because 4chan.
Okay.
4chan's unmonitored.
Pause. this is what you're speaking of right now, I believe, is the lore around the gentleman.
Yeah.
And I believe he is the sole creator and entity of 4chan.
And it's because nobody monitors it.
As well as someone else, as well as a couple, not someone else, I meant something else, but I'm pretty sure he has done a couple other things. Like, on the same basis as like WikiLeaks and TMZ exclusives and people that report first.
Yeah.
Why is your mic? Why don't you scoot closer? You ever thought about
right here?
Have you ever? You're cool leaning like that. I want you to be comfortable. It's okay. Ooh, you just kicked the fuck out of the table.
It's okay. You told me to rearrange. How's this?
I'm really upset about the fact that the audio quality of this episode is going to be really terrible.
It's okay.
We argued for 20 minutes and then also decided that kicking the table.
See, but the best thing about arguments is that they open the table for discussion.
They do open the table for discussion, which is what brings me back to the fact that there's one gentleman that created 4chan and did something as well as other somethings. But exclusive content, how do they get it first?
See, that's a hard one to understand.
Do we not actually have an answer?
No. Long and short of it, no. No answer for how they get stuff first. But the easiest explanation is Reddit is monitored. When you log in.
It sounds like an AI.
Yeah. When you log in and you have an account, you're tracked. They know who you are. They know that this is you, and they know how many accounts you have.
Did you hear that, you dirty fuckers?
Fucking horrible pieces of shit.
Bro, rule number 1. The first time I ever made a Reddit, I made the mistake of asking someone else to Reddit username, and they were like, "Oh, no, we don't do that." And I was like, "What do you mean?" And they were like, Reddit isn't a I know you, you know me basis. It's a I don't know any of you. Let's be us.
Yep. Reddit, it's still tracked.
That's gross.
But Reddit is Reddit's more in line with like Facebook, more in line than 4chan, definitely. But it's not as monitored. It
didn't used to be.
No, definitely not.
But the bots are heavy now.
Yeah, it's more in line with the original.
Explain bots. I have to go pee.
You're good. So bots basically work as like if you go to in high school, there were different cliques, right? Like say there's the jocks, the preps, the nerds, the goths, that's it, so on and so forth. They have their sub-genres, just like with movies, comedy, horror, action, stuff like that. Just like that in Reddit, there's things called subreddits. And subreddits are sub-genres. So you'll have one that's like r/Star Wars. r/ just means it's Reddit / so on and so forth. So r/Star Wars or r/prequel memes is only 1, 2, and 3 Star Wars memes, right? And that's a subgenre in Reddit. So what that means is that there's a set group of people, like, you know, I think prequel memes has like 1.3 123,000 K, something like a ridiculous amount of people. And what 4chan does is they have some of those subgenres, but they do it in a way to where instead of being tracked like r/prequel memes, r/this, it's all under the umbrella of like Star Wars. So there's no R expanded universe, R this, R that. It's all open in discussion, and it's not as tracked as well. It's not limited to one thing. It's much more broad, and people can actually be anonymous instead of being anonymous 1237894, to where 1237894 is doing this, and this. But on 4chan, it's always anonymous.
Is that right?
Yeah. Yeah. Because like
I didn't hear the whole spiel, but I heard enough.
To break it down real quick on
Jesus
Reddit,
Christ.
It's like to be anonymous, you're user 138745.
Yeah.
But on 4chan, you're anonymous. That's you. User anonymous. That's it.
You're all anonymous. Yeah.
It's much easier to be completely non-tracked on 4chan.
Yeah.
And then it moves to Reddit. That's why 4chan first, then Reddit, and then Facebook and Instagram and so on and so forth.
Still doesn't explain how they do it. Do you know?
You weren't here for that explanation.
I just want to point out to everybody, I want this on paper. At the beginning of the year, I had 3,902 Bitcoin, and I sold it. I think I bought it for 7 cents, maybe. I don't know. I had a lot. Spent like $36, and I sold it. Had I kept it and sold it today, or I'm sorry, had I sold it at 4 a.m. last night on April 4th, May the 4th, I'm sorry, May the 4th, not April 4th, May the 4th, would have been worth like $4,000, sadly. But I sold it like 2 weeks after I bought it. I had buyer's remorse. I was very scared. Bought so much. Was like, oh my God, I spent too much. $36. Tells you where my brain was at. In the beginning of the year, I wasn't as financially well off as I am now. My assets were not as complete as they are now. And $36, man, that was a lot. And I was like, why? That's dinner for a couple days. So, I think Josh is back. He had to go pee. Son of a bitch. There he is. Here you are. How you doing?
Doing good. How are you doing?
I just told them that I'm a dumbass and sold way too. I told them I bought Bitcoin, or sorry, Dogecoin. I might have said Bit. I meant Doge. I don't know. It's my birthday, guys. I am a little out there. But basically, I bought a healthy amount for a under healthy, like fucking just such a good price, and then sold it because I'm a dipshit.
How much would that be worth right now?
$4,000.
How much you got right now?
2.
No, I meant in Dogecoin.
Oh.
I thought you meant flex like on everybody in the bar.
I thought you meant my net worth.
No, you didn't have to flex on everybody in the podcast,
I don't fucking care. Oh my God, save for 5 years, $2,000. No, that's not very much.
No, but it's something.
Yeah, it's better than what I had 2 years ago, or 5 years ago, or.
See, dude, I never understood people who are like, oh yeah, I got this, but I gotta have more. You have to be appreciative of what you have. If you can accept what you have and you can be happy with it, you'll be a much happier person.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah. My name's Dr. Joshua.
You should strive for more in life, but you shouldn't ever be unhappy with where you are. You can always do better, but once you're happy with yourself, it's much easier to move on.
Wow. This is not that type of podcast, Josh. Back the fuck up.
Pardon me. Sorry. I'll stop being so emotional.
He's over here like, guys, if you just believe in yourself, you can achieve the impossible.
As dumb as that sounds, it's true.
Yeah, it is true, but guess what?
I don't want to fucking believe in myself.
Sometimes it's healthy to not believe in yourself.
Of course it's healthy to not believe in yourself.
I think it's
unhealthy to never believe in yourself.
I think it's healthy to do that type of self-discovery. Be like, what? Me? What are you talking about? Repeat what you just said, and I'll just...
What the fuck are you talking about?
What did you just say, and I'll tell you why I just said what I said.
I said, I said that. God love.
Do you not remember?
I don't remember.
Oh shit.
Yeah, dude, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, man.
Oh my god. Jesus.
I'm feeling it.
Yeah, he's feeling it. Can you feel it, Mr. Krabs?
I'm feeling it now, Mr. Krabs.
Jesus Christ. Okay. No, I'm pretty sure I was just talking about believing in yourself. And then you ruined it and was like, why are you getting all philosophical?
Believe in yourself.
Yeah, basically. If you believe you can achieve, and you were like, yeah, I totally believe in that. So that's what we were talking about, I think. Iffy? Maybe?
It was something close to that. We veered off into that.
Probably. It's okay.
Don't we have more talking points?
I have multiple. We've just been fucking babbling. I was talking about fucking Melinda Gates and fucking Bill Gates like an hour ago.
And then we got on the batteries. Fuck you.
We got on the
batteries.
We did talk about batteries. For those that can't see, Josh cannot figure out his boom arm. He doesn't know where he wants to put it, and he keeps fucking with it.
Makes me feel like a real podcaster.
Right? Doesn't it?
It does.
I know.
This fancy boom arm. Bill and Melinda Gates.
And you know what's even shittier?
Bill and Melinda Gates?
No.
Bill Gates.
Well, real quick, the mics I want to get,
Yeah.
they'll sit like... No, they connect right there.
Right.
And then sit up this high, and then the mic's right here. So you actually have to lower it.
Right. What's that?
You okay?
Yeah, I'm good. For those who can't see, I tried to eat the mic.
Oh my god. Please stop. This is going to be a disaster in post. Do you know how much I have to edit?
Mm-hmm.
You know what's funny? I'm going to edit like none of it.
Nope.
I love keeping all of it in.
Yeah. You gotta keep it pure.
Let's get into that. People may get secondhand embarrassment listening or even watching this, but that's what I love about it.
Yeah, fuck you, Bill and Melinda Gates. We're not talking about you.
Jesus Christ. Do you know what I mean?
I do know what you mean.
Just being me and you being you, obviously. Slowing down there, buckaroo. Okay.
This guy who tells me to slow down 5 minutes ago put a whole new can in front of me.
It's a can of tuna.
I've never heard so much bullshit flow through your mouth.
It's okay. It's literally tuna. No. Tuna's fire. Dude, do you eat tuna?
No.
What?
Tuna's not good.
He didn't even say, I don't like tuna. He said, tuna's not good.
I know you're on this tuna, good lord, tuna bend because of
Tuna kick? No, I don't.
I hate tuna.
I haven't eaten tuna in 2 years. Guess what?
Tuna.
Still fire. Unless, guys,
Explain.
if you've had tuna and it's changed, can you please let me know?
Explain.
Tuna?
Tuna is doo-doo.
Do you like salmon?
I like salmon patties.
Okay, hot take. You may not get it because you're not a seafood eater. Tuna is a stronger flavored salmon.
But
It's a little... Hold on. Excuse me. Sorry. It's a little tougher Depending on the type of tuna you get, it can be significantly. I say significant, but it's not like.
It's like overwhelming.
Dude, if you ate it, you'd be like, I chewed it just fine. It's a little thick. But you wouldn't be like, it's significantly thicker.
Right. No, I get you.
Yeah. But if you eat fish.
When I bite into salmon patties, for those who don't know,
salmon patties are fire. They're just
it's just pattied salmon.
Yeah,
That's it.
no,
it's just fried pattied salmon.
Well, no, it's just salmon made into a burger shape. That's it.
Yeah. There you go. There
It's
you
a
go.
salmon burger.
And it's cooked.
That's
Like,
all.
I don't know how to explain it.
It's cooked on a grill or a pan.
Yeah.
That's it.
It's
not
my grandma
complicated.
used to make it. It's fire.
Yeah,
I
no,
hate the smell, but fire.
Well, anybody who's ever cooked fish in their home, I refuse to cook fish here. It's
awful. It smells awful.
I can cook red meat in the kitchen, but if I cook fish, I'm already afraid to do it. I mean, I have a leather couch, so it won't stick.
Oh, that smell.
It won't stick to the leather a lot,
Yeah.
but I have a carpet,
and
and then I have a rug, and then I have another rug, and then no,
yeah, that'll stick around.
Well, red meat sticks for like, I think the most I had was like 2 days.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I cooked,
Well, I think red meat smells good.
Well, I cooked a couple steaks, and yeah, it's good. It's good after like the first day.
But you don't want to.
But then after that,
it's just like having like if you work at a fast food chain.
No,
like the first day you'll be like, oh, that smells good.
Well, no,
next day you'll be like, I want to fucking die.
Everybody says that work at fast food. It's actually like the first 2 months, bro. For like the first 2 months you work there, all you eat is their food.
Yeah.
Yeah. In any restaurant or food-based place I have worked at,
like 2 months. That's not terrible.
No, any place I've ever worked at, yeah, like that has food that I think
the place you work at now has the most, like it has genuinely good.
It's a
food.
grocery store. But,
well, yeah, but you guys make like your own stuff.
To be fair, I'm a fucking mad cook.
Like your chicken is.
I whip it up. I whip it up mean in the kitchen, ladies.
Have you ever had your cannolis?
No.
They're Italian. I don't want to speak out of turn. They might not be Italian. Cannolis are fucking fire.
Are they fucking fire?
Yeah, they're like like a burrito like shell. It's like a sweet burrito shell, and it's wrapped in
What's it wrapped in?
You know, the top of cakes, like the frosting on top of cakes.
What? Which cake?
Just like cake in general. I think more red velvet than anything. It feels like a filling and it tastes really good, but it's not as sweet as cake topping, because if you have like a lot of cake topping, it's like, ugh, your stomach's upset. But if cannolis are, it's hard to explain. They have like white frosting in the center and they're wrapped in like a taquito. Does that make sense?
Kinda.
They're really, really good. And your work makes them.
Okay. Hold on.
You're okay. Send in Snapchat to the ladies.
Women, no.
Women.
Women. I only talk to... This is... Okay, fuck it. Hot take here. You right there, bud? I know. It's okay.
I'm good, yeah.
Okay, hot take here. I've made it a point to only be friends with girls.
Yeah, well, if you're a girl, having girlfriends is awful. If you're a guy, having guy friends is awful. Or if you're a girl and you have guy friends, it's awful. If you're a guy and you have girlfriends, it's usually awful, but there's a good middle ground. Sorry, I almost said that wrong.
I mean, there's one girl I'm sweet on. I'm not going to mention her name because she would be embarrassed and this shit's annoying. So, but fuck her.
Yeah, there's a girl I'm sweet on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd be like that.
She has a husband.
Yeah, but
okay.
No, Snapchat's bullshit. But I only talk to basically women. Men irritate me, dude. I don't know. I just can't. How do you put it? They're fucking stupid.
There's a handful of men that irritate me. I got this buddy. I'm gonna shout him out. Say his full name.
Don't say his full name. Don't say his full name.
Say Austin.
What the fuck?
I don't care.
He automatically knows.
I don't care. I want him to know.
Okay.
I love him. He's a dear friend of mine. Okay?
But where's the
but
butt?
once
Oh,
he
boy.
gets a man, because he is gay, once he gets a man, he acts like nobody else exists. And I love this man. I love his opinion. Okay, I think he's a great dude. He's very respectful. He's very caring. But, like, I just feel like I don't exist once he gets a man, and it's irritating.
Amaryllis is the same way.
There's another girl, Haley. Fuck
Hold
you.
on. I
love you, but
I just
fuck
want to name drop. I already name dropped her, but
Yeah.
Amaryllis. Yeah, no. Same way. I will name drop and say, love you to death.
all
Totally,
the love in the
no.
world and more.
totally
But
get it.
Just text me.
It's totally okay, but like, damn, you know.
Like, just text. I
Right,
miss
right,
hearing
right.
from you.
No, it's not even that. It's not about like text me. It's about like, God, this feels like 20-year-old issues, but would just be there as a person sometimes.
Open line of communication.
Just
Is that a
be-
better way
just-
to put it?
Just be a human.
Just be a human. Yeah. I
Yeah.
feel that. Sometimes I feel like I don't get the common decency that I give to everybody else.
Oh, I don't feel like I ever get that.
Well, that's because you give everybody the world and want the world in return, and that's not a horrible thing.
I don't
but
give people the world. I just treat them.
I think you treat people with the respect they deserve, but sometimes you don't give them.
I'm way
that.
too honest.
You are, but that's a good thing. It's a good
Is
and a
it?
bad
Oh,
thing.
yeah,
It's
is
a good
it?
and a bad thing. It's just like you can't have give without take. You can't be brutally honest and not be somewhat of a liar too.
I don't lie that much.
No, not at all. I'm just saying that you can't have one without the other, and I think that you need to work on some things.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah. I think I need to work on some things too. Everybody needs to work on some things. If you aren't actively working on something with yourself, I don't think you're doing it right.
I'm always working on me.
There's always a way you can be better, but I think that you need to accept that you are. You need to realize what makes you happy and accept that, and you need to fully lean into it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Mm.
Because people do a lot of things like I may do a certain thing because it makes you happy, right?
Right.
Or I may do this, or I may do that because it makes this person happy. And I think people get caught up in, most of the time they get caught up in what makes other people happy. And it's really, really hard for somebody to understand what makes them happy. And I just think that everybody would get along a lot better if the first thing that you focused on was what makes me smile. What makes me get up?
People don't do that.
No, people don't do that at all. People don't ever wake up and they're like, oh man, this is awesome. They're just like, oh fuck, I gotta work again today.
I mean, dude, would you feel any different if you had a job? No offense.
It depends on the job. There's like RC Cola. I know. I've been talking about it forever. You're like,
No, it's not that. It's just the fact that, no offense.
I don't have any job experience.
You've never-
I have no idea.
Dude, that's what...
Never had a job before.
Dude.
And I have no idea how it is. I don't know how it works, but I can tell you what, if my first job was the job I went after, it doesn't matter if I hated it after the first week, as long as it was something I wanted to attempt and try, I'd give it my fucking all.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Dude,
No, they'd have
have
you...
a different work ethic.
I don't think you understand. They would have you fucked up about it. And it's not the fact that you wouldn't do a good job. Don't get me wrong. I love my job. But do they pay me enough? No.
Have you ever heard the word?
Do I know this? Yes.
Have you ever heard the... what's the word? It's...
What?
Not a reference. I'm horrible.
What's the word?
Bite your nose off to spite your face. The saying.
Bite your nerves off to spite
Nose. Bite your nose off to spite your face. I think that we get too caught up in, well, this isn't exactly what I wanted. It's not good enough, so I'm not going to be happy about it. But I think
cutting off your nose to
spite your face.
Cutting off the nose to spite the face.
To spite the face, yeah.
Self-destructive.
Yeah.
Don't cut off your nose to spite your face is a warning against acting out of pick.
Yeah.
or against pursuing revenge in a way that would damage oneself more than the object
Mhm.
of one's anger.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so basically, don't start a fire. Don't set the fire before it starts.
Exactly.
Like, don't
All
make it worse.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
All I mean is, if you're working a job at Berry Plastics and your dream job is to work at Berry Rubbers,
Berry Plastics makes plastics, everybody.
so I'm just saying, like, it may not be your dream job, but if you're doing good, there's no reason to like be like, oh, I should be doing better. Like, I'm not saying sell yourself short. I'm saying you need to understand that it may be, oh, it's awful right now. I'm terrible. I feel terrible. But you just have to work towards it. That's all. That's all I mean. It may be awful right now, but you can always work for a better.
Or you could do what I do, and I don't know. I kind of block workout.
Yeah.
Like
I know that most of the time you listen to your podcast, but at the same time, don't you think that's kind of what I'm talking about? Like, whenever you go through your day, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember what you did that day, or do you remember what you listened to in your podcast?
Both. But that's just me.
Well, yeah. I think what I mean is if you're doing something that you enjoy, it's like the saying, if you love what you're doing, you never work a day in your life. You may not love what you're doing.
And that's the funny part is I do love what I do. I enjoy my job.
Mm-hmm.
But man, the people around me make it very difficult to enjoy the job. And
as a gamer, the way that I've been able to accept it and been able to really enjoy this is why I really want a job now, is because the way that I think about it is, think of it as you're your main character, right?
Yeah.
The goofy fucking dude with the dopest armor, the coolest shit, right? You're the main character.
Right.
Just pretend every boss you have is an NPC giving you a job. And you think in Skyrim I wanted to go burn down beehives
You
for
sound
some
like
random fucking
such
dude?
a gamer guy.
I do. It's okay. I don't give a fuck. You think I wanted to go burn down beehives in Skyrim for some random motherfucker? No. I did it because I needed to do it.
Is that right?
Yeah. If anybody who plays Skyrim knows
Jesus.
that reference, okay? My point is that you may not enjoy what you do, okay? But you have to understand that if you do it and you do it good, you will be able to do what you want to do. You just have to get there.
Just have to get there.
You just have to get there. And I know it seems like a lot. It may seem like a heavy load, but I think in the most nerdy way possible,
Yeah.
Batman says it best.
Oh boy.
Save one civilian. Go in, save one person. That's
Right.
it. All it takes. Just do the first job. Easy. Go in, do it again. Easy. Go in, do it again. Easy. And then it becomes easier and easier and easier and easier. You need to perfect your craft.
Hey, Batman, I don't know if you knew this, but like 4 people died last time you went in there.
He's the Flash. The point is that
Like, you saved this girl, I get that, but like her daughter died because you forgot to grab her type shit.
what?
Like, I mean, does it get every person all the time?
No, I'm not saying get every person because you can't save every person.
Well, duh.
Somebody's going to be sacrificed. And it's not your
Rough.
fault. It's not their fault.
Oh, it's
Okay.
not? I'm
No.
sure they would be happy
It's
to know
nobody's
that.
fault. My point is that you can't choose what makes you happy, but you can choose to do what makes you happy.
Sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes, and it may not be all the time.
It's definitely
but
not.
my whole point is that it may not make you happy now, but you just have to work towards it to make you happy.
Wise words of Josh.
Fuck you.
You all right?
Yeah, I was reading what the super nice lady said.
Okay, so we have to talk about it, dude.
What?
Iron Man in real life? Iron Man in real life?
Elon Musk.
What?
I
No,
know
not
people
Elon
hate
Musk.
Elon Musk, but
The
the
Navy.
closest we have. Oh, you're talking about the Iron Man suit. I'm talking about like billionaire playboy philanthropist is Elon Musk.
Oh, yeah, that guy. He's trying to... Hey. He doesn't have an alcohol problem, and he's trying to save the world. Two key differences.
Dude, that's what makes me so mad about, before you get into this, people genuinely hate Elon. And it's because he's rich. Plain and simple. He has money, people hate him.
No, a lot of people hate him because what they capitalize on is when he does rich shit.
Yeah.
But they
And I
don't focus on the fact that in the last 2 years he sold all of his like solid assets.
Mhm.
He's completely, what do you call that, liquidated?
Yeah, he liquidated.
I don't think that's a term.
It's I don't know. We don't know. We
No.
speak out of turn.
We do.
believe
Dude, we
the
talk out our
term is called
ass.
liquidated.
Dude, I don't know. Either way, he's made everything to where it's not like solid. Like he doesn't own anything. He's trying to back up his footprint type deal. But he's trying to change the world, man.
Dude, I know we were talking about it in the car earlier. For people who don't know, we were talking about the solar panel shingles in the car.
He admitted they got expensive.
They did get expensive, but they didn't get expensive because people were buying them. They got expensive because people were buying them during COVID.
Well,
so
that-
it was a
well,
higher
that, and then you-
demand when
on top
less
of that-
people were working.
On top of that, you have people. I don't know if there's statistics on this, but I mean, people during the pandemic were trying to save money at all costs.
Yeah.
How do you do that?
Buying shit that saves your electric
Well,
bill.
say a rich. I know this is like probably super not accurate, but like, what if a semi-wealthy person just so happened to realize they're about to run out of some money, or they're not about to have as much as they thought they were gonna, and they got to save on the electric bill because they have a big ass fucking house.
I think a lot of people's argument comes from if you had $10,000.
That's not the same as
Well,
as
hold
if
on.
you had $10,000.
If you yourself had $10,000, you could get a house, you could get a car, and you could put 5,000 of it back in your bank to be invested.
I could buy a car that I own on. I could do a lot.
You could do a whole lot with $10,000.
With 10 grand?
I just think people
10 grand would literally change my life.
a lot of people get caught up on the fact that these millionaires making 20 times that. Probably more. And they don't understand that with as big as a ball game as it is up there, it may be life-changing to us, but even if Elon Musk gave each person, say each $10,000 Elon Musk got, he gave it to a poor person. So he gets $10,000, he gives it to you. He gets $10,000, he gives it to me. He gets $10,000, he gives it to fucking Bryce. Like random person, Jared, insert name here, right? It may change their life, but he can do so much more with it if he reinvests in his company and he makes things cheaper. Like shingles used to be, solar power shingles, say they're $45,000 for your entire roof.
Well,
okay?
it's not.
Go ahead.
It's not like that.
I'm trying to dumb it down. I'm literally trying to make it as simple as possible. Okay, you're good. Just I'm trying to make it as general as possible as well. Just if his whole goal, like if you listen to him actually talk and you
Elon?
listen to his genuine what he wants for society, he wants everyone to be on the same level, the same page.
It's just like I was
with the same shit.
It's what I watched earlier. He was speaking at a it looked like a committee. It's not a committee, but it's basically basically a bunch of executives / investors who are in fossil fuel, like non-renewable fuel.
Yeah.
Shit that'll eventually run out.
Yeah. Shit that isn't renewable.
And he, on paper, on video, and in the interview, the interviewer was like baffled because he was like, if you ask me right now to shut off all the non-renewable energy sources, I wouldn't tell you to do that. And what he was basically saying, I said that really shitty. He had a way better way to say it.
I understand.
But what he was basically saying was like, that's not sustainable.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, to me, if we do this right, it can be 50 years from now, we look back like we look back at coal.
It's the same thing as asking like a meth head.
It's an evolutionary
in the nicest way
step.
possible. It's asking a meth head to stop cold turkey. You can't do it.
No. It's not like that.
No? It's not like that?
No, it's like, it's when we were like coal.
Uh-huh.
Coal can make energy. That's where it's at. And then we were like, well, actually, no. A couple other things can. We have solar, and then we have fossil fuels, which coal is, I believe, in the category of fossil, but
yeah, coal
it's not the same as like, well, it's probably, I don't know what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
But
you speak out of turn. You just want to make sure you get the general gist of it.
the point is he was like, we can't 100% back it up, and we shouldn't 100% switch right now.
We can't cut off non-renewable resources cold turkey.
No.
We have to ease off of
Well, it's
them.
not even like that. It's just the fact that we'll eventually look at it like we did with coal. Because at the time when coal was booming, we were like, dude, coal's the fucking answer, bro. Like, this is the shit. And then, like, yes.
Not literally, but like 10 years later, we were like, oh shit, coal's like the wackest version of the shit we could be getting.
It was a lot later than 10. I believe it was.
I'm saying in a general's asked like 20, 30 years, 40 years later, we were like, oh shit, coal's like
I think
really
it was
bad.
a couple years later, but yeah, no, we were eventually like, coal maybe won't do it.
Yeah. Because for a long time we thought...
What he's saying is we'll look back and be like, it's like coal. Like, yeah, at one point it was a very big step, but now it's just a step.
We're stepping stone.
We've moved on.
Yeah.
And he says we'll look at it the same. And I quoted that interview almost verbatim because he was literally like, it'll be like coal.
See, that's what makes me upset. People disregard Elon Musk's because he's a billionaire or a millionaire or whatever. I don't know the proper word.
Dude,
I don't know if he's a billionaire.
They're the same people who got mad at him for smoking weed on Joe Rogan. But if you actually smoked weed, you would know he only probably got maybe a little high.
Not even a little bit.
No, he probably no.
Oh, okay.
He
guaranteed.
Joe's
you're
got
right.
some
You're
good
right.
weed.
He hasn't smoked in a while.
He doesn't smoke. He's a liar. No, he does. No, he says
there's no way he didn't at least get a little bit high. You're right. Right.
No, but he didn't inhale.
Dude, most people don't understand weed. Most people are like, well, yeah, alcohol should be legal, but weed should be illegal.
Well, hold on.
It should be the opposite.
A lot of people don't even understand contact high.
Yeah. Like, you can smoke. Like, say I'm smoking right now.
No. But hold on. Contact high doesn't get people fucking stoned.
No, it does not. I love the people who are like, oh, I'm contact high.
No.
They act fucking goofy. That's not how it works.
It probably got... What it basically does is probably what Elon got, which is it mellows you out enough to not act how you normally would.
I think, in a general sense of the term,
I think it affects something.
Chiller. You're just chill.
Yeah. Instead
of being like our dad is super high strung a lot. Okay, and that's just how it is. Okay, he's just high strung. But if he smokes, he's chill. He's mellow. He's relaxed.
Right.
Just like me. Chill, mellow, relaxed.
Smoke what? CBD flower?
Of course. The only thing that's legal.
I don't believe flower is legal anymore, but I believe CBD is. So that's all that matters.
Yeah, ironically, they were like, yeah, this is CBD flower. You can smoke it all you want. And they were like,
actually, they were like, actually, it looks like weed.
So you can't smoke that.
No, that's actually what they did.
No, I know.
Yeah.
I'm agreeing with you.
Because my whole
I
point
always
when
think I'm disagreeing.
no,
I agree.
no,
I
no.
agree
My
with
whole
you.
point when it first came out was like, I don't know how they can't hit this with a lookalike substance.
Right.
But-
It's just like
well,
they can
no,
arrest
I mean-
you for selling fake
I mean,
drugs when if you sell them that
scientifically speaking, it's not necessarily a different compound. The compound just has separate or less chemicals.
So you're saying that not literally.
I'm saying
but in a sense.
no, I'm
it's
saying
like
actually-
you're smoking THC 24.
No,
but
no. I'm
legally
saying
you can't buy THC 25.
no. Yeah. Basically, I'm saying actually on paper that it's not illegal. Like it technically wouldn't be a lookalike substance because it is the same substance of something that is illegal,
Right.
but it's not a lookalike
So
substance.
so you're saying THC 25 and below is illegal. but
No.
THC 26 is legal.
No, I'm actually saying something that doesn't make sense.
I'm just trying to dumb it down.
Oh no, I was saying like
In a general sense, if you have something
no. I was saying CBD flower to me.
Mm-hmm.
I thought
THC
initially
26.
what?
I'm just giving it a name
No,
so
don't
people understand.
don't give it a name, because you confuse me.
Okay, but you understand. It doesn't matter if you're confused. You get it. You understand. I'm trying to explain for the viewers who don't get it. I'm saying if you put a label on it, so THC 26 is illegal. Anything above 26 is legal. So THC 26.5 is legal and you can smoke it. And it looks just like THC 26. But 26.5 is legal. 26 point whatever isn't.
No, but what I'm saying is say 26.5 is legal and
Yeah.
26.4
4?
isn't,
Yeah.
but
yeah.
they look alike.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But technically, if you go with their chemical compounds, they're not different. So technically, is it
26.5 is 26.4.
exactly?
But they have one chemical difference, so they're different.
So is it technically considered a lookalike substance?
I think we were saying the same thing, but
No. I'm actually asking: would that be considered a lookalike substance? So you think it would be a lookalike?
yeah, I think it.
I don't think it would be.
I don't think it would be illegal, but I think if you got pulled over with it, it would be a problem.
I
until
think
they were
on
like,
paper.
Oh, it's not this, it's that. Like, you're right. On paper, you're right. You're 100% right on paper.
Hold on. Just let me explain.
Okay, go.
On paper,
Uh-huh.
it is the same thing.
26.5 is 26.5 on paper.
Like on paper, technically it would be illegal.
Yeah.
But due to the chemical compound, it's not.
It's technically 26.4.
But
not
also
26.5.
based on like the minimum requirement, it's also not technically not what it's not supposed to not be. As fucked up as that
That's
sounds.
when you lost me.
Yeah, I know.
So you're saying
Like it's almost
that even though it's technically Gatorade,
it's
Gatorade.
it's a Gatorade.
Not Gatorade.
It's a Gatorade that's mimicking Gatorade, but on paper, legally, it's not
Gatorade.
It's not Gatorade.
Oh, so you're
Yeah.
okay, I think I get it
Yeah.
now. So you're saying
That's why
they're
it's legal.
trying to say legally it's Gatorade, but it's actually Gatorade.
Even
It's a
though
different substance.
even
It's
though
a
they're
different
even though
substance.
they're marketing it as
So they're marketing it as Gatorade, but it's Gatorade
legally,
legally.
but in reality, we all know.
Okay. Genuinely, that makes sense. Thank you. That makes sense. Yes, it does.
Yeah. So they're
So
like,
they're selling Gatorade as Gatorade.
this is ridiculous.
It's just so people understand. They can understand it.
They're not gonna
comprehend it.
understand.
Well, yeah.
No.
Gatorade is the legal substance. Gatorade is
No,
the
they could
made
be like,
up
why the
substance.
fuck are they talking about Gatorade?
Well, it's just like saying Coke or Coca-Cola. Coke is the real substance. Coca-Cola is the fake.
You haven't been talking into your mic for a while.
I have. Fuck you.
Just turn turn it.
How do you want me to turn it? It's better.
Yeah.
You want me to whisper?
Does it sound a little different?
Sexy whisper.
Stop.
Okay. I'll stop doing it.
Jesus Christ. I have one more topic.
I think the people are over it.
I am not excited to edit this. Even though I won't. Rated R Deadpool, bro.
Oh. So, that's super easy.
Is it?
Yeah. Disney or Marvel / whatever the fuck you want to do has this subsidiary. It's not Miramax, but just for the sake of this podcast.
They used to own Miramax, didn't they?
Just call it Miramax. They own something called Miramax, and they can release R-rated movies under it. Plain and simple. That's it. So, Deadpool 3, it's going to be rated R. That's it. That's all we know. It's going to be rated R. It's coming out 2022, 2023, maybe 2024. Ryan Reynolds is going to play Deadpool. It's going to be in the same universe, same continuity. It's going to be fun. I'm excited.
Right.
That's all we know.
Okay. I'm kind of excited for that because
too.
now you can fucking tell the people. I've been saying since day one, I was 100% like Disney will let them do it.
Deadpool
I knew
best-selling Fox property.
Because they,
period.
Dude, if we're being completely honest, as much as people don't want to admit it, I think nowadays more people are open to letting their children see a little more vulgar content.
Not to call anybody out, but somebody we're closely related to lets their children watch some vulgar content.
I know plenty of people, so.
See, I understand being like, I don't want my kid to say, pardon my French. I don't want my kid to say pussy.
Dude,
like,
no,
that's a lot.
No, fucking say,
I wouldn't want my kid to say
you
that.
say whatever you want, but my point is like, I genuinely think it really does come back down to like how you raise your kids.
Yeah, I think
I don't think that's difficult.
I don't think kids are too I don't think kids are too much in technology. Do you know how much we were in technology? We played so many games.
I mean,
but we also went outside.
I was outside more than I was playing games.
Agreed. But we had a system that had 75 games. Easy, any day of the week.
I mean, yeah, but like I was still outside more.
You did, but like you played skateboarding games and like
yeah, but I
games.
wanted to be outside more.
Yeah, I think that
I don't think it's fair to compare. Like I don't think it's fair to put me there because I genuinely,
that's fair.
As a person, I wanted to be outside more.
I think I was
even
more
when I was
to play
younger.
Video games, but even when I was younger, I think I played outside more than the normal kid. Especially now. No? Really?
You were inside a lot.
I was inside a lot, but I definitely got my fair share outside.
Sometimes. It was mostly me and our sister.
You can't sometimes be like that. That's not fair.
You were younger. What do you want me to say? Like lie?
To be fair, you did bully me.
No, you were literally a baby. I remember you being born.
Hold on now.
Come on.
I will say that I was a baby and I was excluded, but you did bully me when I was a kid.
I had a whole life before you were born.
I know, but you called me. Hold on. For the podcast, this man bullied me. He called me George Lopez for the first 4 years I was alive.
To be fair, the first 3 I called him it. He didn't know what it meant.
I had a big noggin, okay? He was the type of kid who got to watch Nick at Night, so he watched George Lopez.
Yeah, Josh, it was his bedtime.
So you would hear the music,
and Josh would have to go to bed, and I'd be in the living room.
Hey, big head.
No.
Hey, big George Lopez head.
No, stop. I never said anything to you when you already went to bed.
Dog.
No.
I have
I literally
vivid.
I know I did.
Bully memories.
I really didn't.
Of you submissing me into sleep.
No. What?
Yeah.
That sounded gross.
Well, you're my brother. It's not gross.
Thanks, step bro.
No, it is gross. No. You are fucking not even close to step
Did I ruin it?
So related, it hurts. No, my point was is that you bullied me.
No, I didn't.
When I was a child, yeah. You didn't mean to, but you bullied the fuck out of me.
When I was a child, yeah.
Yeah, no, like, actually, like...
No.
Okay, I appreciate you, but I'm the one with the trauma. You bullied me.
Okay, so Kevin Feige...
Change the subject.
Confirmed he didn't want to take away from Wanda.
Yeah.
Due to
because of a white guy.
What would basically be considered whitewashing. Wanda's white, or is she technically not?
Wanda is white.
She's Sokovian.
But she's white
in the show, yeah. But so
basically, his explanation was
I was going to say,
he didn't want a white man to come into the show and be like, "This is how you use your powers." They wanted her to learn her powers on her own. It would be like if you were super powerful, and then I came in as some white dude and was like, "You suck at using your powers. This is how you use them." I understand where Kevin Feige was coming from. It's just to be careful, but I don't think anybody would have had a problem with it.
Okay.
Just playing it safe.
I mean, I was kind of expecting Doctor Strange.
Agreed. It's because they hyped him up. They were like, "Oh,
well, Multiverse
Doctor
of
Strange.
Madness." Yeah. Like,
Wanda's gonna set up Multiverse of Madness. Like he wasn't just saying that to blow smoke up your ass.
yeah.
WandaVision was supposed to set up Multiverse of Madness, but they just decided against bringing in Benedict Cumberbatch at the end because it was going to feel more like some white dude coming in to tell this girl, "You don't know how to use your powers." And I completely get that.
I kind of get that. Yeah. That's honestly, I like that more than the way Kathleen Kennedy supposedly and allegedly handled the Rise of Skywalker.
But that's the thing is I don't hate the Rise of Skywalker.
I don't either.
I just think that they went in the opposite direction of what everybody wanted to prove a point.
We genuinely don't know who made those decisions.
No, at all. And I think that it's more upsetting that there's like a J.J. Abrams cut. Just like the Snyder cut. And it's not even that. The whole entire movie may be the fucking same, but the very end of the movie, whenever she fights Palpatine, might be different, as in like the Force ghosts come in.
Right.
Like, have you heard? That's scene. That's
Hayden Christensen
film is scene.
Hayden Christensen, Ewan McGregor, Mace Windu, fucking the voice.
Ezra Bridger,
dude, everybody.
Kanan Jarrus.
No, everybody. Everybody came in and filmed a physical, visual scene.
Jedi, robes, lightsaber, the whole night. They were on set.
Yeah.
And we haven't seen it.
And they decided to make it a voiceover. Go to the bathroom. Honestly, we're about to end it, but go to the bathroom. It's okay. Oh shit. I probably won't cut this part just because we're having a good time. He's going to the bathroom, but no, I appreciate you guys. And for those who keep coming back, thank you very much. And those who aren't, fuck you guys. But it's okay. We'll get there. Man, he's taking forever. Huh. If there's any audio issue, please let me know. I would love to know. If it sounds like shit, for the love of God, tell me. I don't think you understand. It would get me going. I need it. Keeps me busy. Keeps me busy. Fuck. Can't speak. He's taking forever. Oh shit. Hold on. I think he's coming now. Anytime. There we are. Careful. Fucker. You alright? Oh shit.
I'm back.
He's back.
Almost fell.
It's alright. It's alright.
What are we talking about?
Huh?
What are we talking about?
I don't know. We were just letting you go to the bathroom.
Okay.
I have to grab a drink.
Have you watched? You haven't watched Bad Batch. You don't know.
What is it?
Bad Batch.
No, you already mentioned that earlier.
Talked about it a little bit.
Yeah, I know.
Not to give anything away or hype it up too much, but it's really good.
Okay.
It's just a really good story overall. It doesn't matter if it's animated, doesn't matter if it's live action. It's animated, obviously. But I think overall it's just a great story. And if you like Star Wars, you should watch it.
So, if the virus came from Wuhan, why would they cover that up? You like that switch up?
The coronavirus?
Yeah.
Because so a lot of the reason people like this,
no, there's no speculation. Mr. Former CDC himself said chances are it came from the Wuhan lab.
I didn't say speculation. You didn't let me finish.
No, I was just saying.
Okay.
You
a
talk.
lot of the reason
I'm gonna grab a
people
drink. I'm gonna
believe
throw a couple of these.
that
away.
it's a conspiracy or that it wasn't actually from Wuhan, because no conspiracy, no bullshit. It's the coronavirus from China. Not fucking with you. Not joking. Not trying to be funny. No political bullshit. It is 90% traceable back to China.
How?
It came out of a study, a lab. Okay. I personally do not know the specifics, but I do know that think about it like this. They had a monkey that they were testing makeup on. They tested a certain type of makeup on it, and it genetically caused him to mutate, i.e. coronavirus. And then they accidentally let that monkey loose. Obviously, they have a lot of breakouts because they don't know how to contain monkeys, apparently, because that's fucking hard to do. So, once it broke out, instead of, telling everybody, hey, we got this crazy monkey with some weird disease you don't know about, it is good. It's good. I like it. Oh, yeah, it's good. Sorry, random. Ethan was talking about this chicken tender. They let this monkey get out, and I'm like, let's not worry everybody about this monkey. Let's just say.
What the fuck are you talking about?
You literally got me on the coronavirus topic.
Yeah, but you said monkey?
Yeah, because it originated from. I said the monkey. It's like, how we test on monkeys with makeup.
What I was talking about was the lab in Wuhan
that had monkeys.
No, I don't know about monkeys, but like 2 or 3 miles from where the virus
That's why I was talking about monkeys.
Supposedly originated. They were specifically testing coronaviruses and studying them and focusing on
monkeys because they're the closest to us.
Okay, I don't know about that.
That's why I brought up monkeys.
Oh, well.
Allegedly, that's what they were testing in the lab.
Allegedly. Okay.
Allegedly.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't know that. What?
You were talking?
No, that's all I had to say. You were talking, actually.
So, my point is that it may not be fucking monkeys gave us the coronavirus, but I'm saying that more than likely a vaccination or a test on a monkey led to the coronavirus outbreak.
I don't know. I can't honestly speak on the whole monkey thing. What I can speak on...
I'm definitely speaking out of turn because I don't know the full story of it.
No, what I can speak on is what I know, and what I know is...
Exactly.
Basically, what the former head of the CDC has explained is that more than likely, now that
it came from an outbreak in China.
It came from, more than likely, it's very likely
Can't say for sure. We want to make that abundantly clear.
that it came from that lab in Wuhan, because
we
they were
aren't for sure.
They were specifically,
but more than likely, we found traces of evidence.
No, like it's pretty almost definite.
The only reason we're not saying for sure is because we don't want to go to war.
No, they won't. It's almost like they won't acknowledge it.
Exactly. They're trying to avoid saying it fucking came from China, because it did.
No, they're trying to avoid saying that it came from the fucking Wuhan lab, where they are experimenting and testing and trying to understand coronaviruses.
Which is in,
huh?
Which is in
China. But it's specifically in the area where they were like, no, it wasn't in that area with that specific lab. Okay, well.
It's just irritating to me. It's like the scientists who don't accept their work. You know? Like, there was totally off topic, but I don't know if you know about these scientists.
Did you hear that? Stop.
I turned my mic up. I don't know if you know, but the U.S. military recruited a bunch of scientists for Project Paperclip. It's after the World War II. They recruited Nazi scientists to help them with aircrafts. Do you know about this?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's called Project Paperclip.
We also got Nazi scientists to help us work on our
CDC
bombs, right?
Yeah. Basically what happened was, it's the dude who said, I am death infinite. I'm completely quoting that wrong, but it's the dude, it's one of the scientists who said that he basically is death because he helped create the bomb during the Manhattan Project. I am death incarnate, basically, is what he said.
Did he help come up with...
He's the reason the atom bomb is a thing. This one scientist, he said, I am death incarnate because I helped create the atom bomb.
That's some tough ass shit.
It's sad to read a lot of the scientists' words because you realize they were just like, I want to help evolve humanity. I want to help us get our foot in the technological door. And instead of being a technological advancement, they're a war advancement, and they're just used to bring away life instead of bringing forth life. A lot of them, again, I don't want to speak out of turn because I don't know.
You're good.
But a lot of scientists who helped with that type of stuff, just, it may not be that they regret what they did, but they regret where it got them.
I think that's a good note to end on.
Live your best life.
It's my birthday and I'm living my best life. My God.
I apologize for the shoddy audio.
The audio this episode has to be terrible.
It has to be super scuffed.
Yeah. We're so sorry. We tried.
I apologize.
I don't want to promise, because the next podcast won't be as smooth. But here in the next couple,
I will make sure I don't touch the mic a lot.
I may or may not have new mics. We're going to find out. But either way, everybody have a good Friday when there's releases, honestly.
Yeah, have a great Friday.
Yeah, seriously. Yeah, no, honestly.
The hardest thing in life is going to have a good day, and then you realize, it's going to be one of those shitty days.
This fucking guy.
Don't let him.
Yeah. Okay.
Don't let him get to you. The best way to make a great day happen is go in on your day expecting nothing. I know you're like, dude, how do I expect nothing? That makes no fucking sense at all.
I mean,
go into your day, the bottom rung. Just be like, I'm going to smile today. That's it. That's it. All you got to do.
You may have it a little twisted, but yeah.
How hard of a day can you have?
It's
if
okay.
Your goal for the day is,
it's okay.
I'm just going to smile today.
It's okay. All right. Well, we appreciate all of you.
I appreciate you.
I appreciate you.
I appreciate you.
I appreciate them.
I appreciate them too.
Okay.
I
Well,
love
then
you guys.
we'll come back and appreciate you next week.
I'll see you next week.
All right,
you have a
guys.
great time.